What's up? Sarah von Blumenbeth. The wipe is tomorrow. Yeah, I know. Streaming tomorrow. I'll take off. Like Mr. Rogers, I'm taking off my cardigan. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? So let's make the most of this beautiful day. And together we'll say, would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be? Won't you please? Please won't you be my neighbor? German here. Thank you for freeing us from love. Fair. Sweden or Ukraine? I don't honestly care who we face anymore. I think we've got this side of the gonna miss a lot of goblin hours for early wipe. Next week I'm full goblin Tarkov gamer. Nice, Bob. I'm gonna be playing tomorrow straight after the wipe. Like I'm literally as soon as it's up, I'm in. Which I've never done. I have no idea what that's going to be like. Just chaos, I assume. But I'm literally going to play for as if my life depended on it, and that's going to be me. And then I'm going to have to dip in and out because obviously the Euros are on and stuff like that. I've got a busy weekend coming up. But every chance I get, I promise you this, I'll be ratting. Level 2 with 100 million rubles, Bob. Cry more, mate. Cry more about how awful all the quests are. Oh, this quest is so horrible. It's so AIDS. Meanwhile, Papa Pyrion sitting there like Scrooge McDuck. No worries. That's 6 weeks of gym complete. I'm into my 7th week. Muscles are starting to form. Actual muscles and strength. Proper Pyrion getting big. Give you a flex? I don't know what a vacuum is. I'll show you one arm, sir, since you asked for it. That's where we're at. And given where we were, that's not bad. That's not shabby for a 45-year-old dad. Given that my arms were literally noodles, that's decent. That's the plan. Next sub jam, I bench press each of you in turn. Starting with Bob, obviously, then Ashwin, then we'll work our way up. Actually, we'll start with Munt because he's just a stick. He's like the barbell when they give it to you with no weights on, just when you're starting out. That's Munt. I'll pick him up, spin him around. Ho, hop, hop. You'd knock me out with one punch. Well, I don't have that Hastings fighting style, Munt, to be fair. So I didn't learn from the streets like you did. Sarah has messaged me a picture of her new hair, pink. She's a proper gamer girl now. So they've been gradually increasing how much I have to bench, and I worked it out the other day. It's about 60 kilos, and I weigh 86 kilos, so I'm not far off having to lift my own weight, which blew my mind. But it's just, oh my god! After the first few weeks when they're just easing you in, now they're like, right, now it's going to be 4 sets of miserable exercises that fucking hurt. Just over and over again. That's it. So we're just going to do like 20 of these, then 20 of these, and then 20 of these, and just fucking awful. Just awful. Anyway, let's get down to it. Is Dota not showing up? There it is. I will be joined this evening by Ashwin and Plague. Plague can't make game 1.
Steezy Chorus Twice just resubbed for 4 months. In-house hype.
T fucking Y.
Priscilla just resubbed for 33 months. I am disappointed and my day is ruined. But I'm sure some right goobering of the lads can turn it around.
Looking at the players on show here so far. Congrats on the England win. Honestly, it was 70 odd minutes of misery. Like, the first half was fucking abysmal. And then it was just like the last 20 minutes I was on the edge of my seat. I don't know what Gareth's plan is. I think he just wears them down and then brings on Grealish to actually win the game. Like, that seems to be his play. But literally, as soon as he came on, we just scored 2 goals. It's like, get fucking Gaza Grealish on and score 2 goals and we win. Kitten eating steak, ASMR number 16. Nah, you're alright, man. I'm not going to watch that. Jules remain still gleaming.
We were just singing that, yeah.
Yeah.
You picked it up right where I left off.
Really? Oh, that's impressive.
Yeah, pretty close.
Man, I don't want to watch this. Stop sending it to me. ASMR of a kitten eating steak. Why do I want to watch that? Let's turn off the camera.
I literally like feel sick if I listen to ASMR.
Yeah, me too. It makes me feel ill.
It just makes me feel
It's
sick.
horrible. I don't like listening to people eat live. Why would I listen to a recording of it?
If someone was like mucking about in your ear, you wouldn't want that. Someone was just like poking around in there, like, and then they get out like a comb and start like running their fingers along it.
Hope we go all the way to the finals. Well, I'm honestly hopeful that we could, for the simple reason that if you look at our side of the draw,
We have got such.
we have actually
Not
like
easy, but more pleasant than
we
the
have
on the other
literally
side.
we have
What is
literally
it?
coasted
Belgium,
it.
Italy, and Spain,
Yeah,
Switzerland.
yeah.
It's
None of
like-
whom we want to play. So we'll face the winner of Ukraine, Sweden, and then we have to
and
face
then
Denmark, Czech. So yes, I'm fully prepared to lose to any one of those 4 teams. 100%. That's English style. But on paper, what I'm saying is this is our best shot at making a final probably since Euro 96. And that was coming up against the Germans. Like, even in fact, I think it but we had home advantage and we were a whisker away. This is our best chance of making a final. Actually, the World Cup, honestly, we should have done better. We should have made the final there and then lost to France. But I can see us making the final and losing to Italy. So Gareth's getting us one step closer each time. Semi-final, lose. Final, lose. Final, win. 3rd time's the charm. World Cup coming up. It's like next year because everything's all fucked up. So we go to Qatar and somehow we manage the heat better than everybody else and win. Yesterday's games were magic. That was some of the best football I've ever seen at a tournament. Absolutely fucking magic. It honestly reminded me of that Champions League run where Spurs came back at Ajax and Liverpool came back against Barca, and it was just insane. Absolutely insane.
I
So
think that France Sicily game is some of
Oh.
the best. I mean, the Spain Croatia one was really great. It's just the extra time was like a little bit.
yeah, the extra time because it was just like they quickly scored twice and it was over. So, I mean, honestly, the France game was just magic. Some great goals, like genuinely some great goals. That Pogba goal was unbelievable.
Every single goal was like
Yeah,
just like really well worked. There wasn't like one where it just got in the box and just scuffled in.
yeah. All right, here we go, gentlemen. The new Goon Organisation versus the Queen's hit album News of the World. That is a very specific team name. I love their banner. Look at this.
Perfect.
That's
it's
an actual Pog banner. Well done.
Yoi, that's very good. If that's Yoi's team, I'm not sure.
Oh, we got to do
I
that.
reckon it's going to be.
So go to audio
Alfredo.
and tick open mic for voice chat team.
I'll be back in a couple minutes. I've got to grab my dinner.
All right, mate. You know what's good to be back casting the fucking in-houses. You miss it. You miss it. A bit like if you know, it's like a phantom limb. It's always there, even when I'm not doing it. I feel like I should be.
You're thinking about it.
I'm thinking about it.
You haven't missed one of these.
I missed
in-houses.
one, yeah,
Well,
I
I
missed
guess
one.
you missed a couple. Yeah.
I missed one.
I
So
can't
last
believe
week I did it, and this week, obviously, I'm doing it. But yes, 2 weeks ago I missed it.
2 weeks ago. I think I covered for you as well, but I forgot. Just flies by.
Stannis wants some good clips. The video, was it Hugh G. Rection that did it, or was it Stannis? I can't remember who did it. The one announced in the in-houses with the dance from the what is it called? The Fatboy Slim video, Weapon something. I can't remember. Anyway, that was fucking awesome. That was so good. It was Stan, of course it was Stan. If only he could use his powers for good. I see some bands. I've not played Dota in like a week, I think. Maybe I played. I think I might have played a game or two last week, but weapon of choice, that's it.
10 seconds.
Of course it was Stannis. Of course it was Stannis.
5
I mean, who else is it going to be?
Um,
It's only one of you
no idea
fucks
what
that
this
ever
is
does
for.
anything. You haven't seen the video yet.
No.
I tweeted it if you want to watch it. Check my
You
recent
Deliver just
tweets.
resubbed for 14 months.
team pick.
I'm not a Twitter meme.
First pick tied. That's Alfredo. That's Alfredo. That is Alfredo. Could be Tommy, of course, but that's Alfredo. Could also be Yoi or Stobby, but I'm saying that's Alfredo. That is Vi's hero. Why didn't they ban it? Ludicrous!
I don't know. I guess they're just not afraid of it.
Really?
But like, just it's
Yes.
just the one hero. It's like his hero. Just ban it. Like,
Yes.
Ban Kyle's. Witch
Yes.
Doctor.
But more
play
than that,
second
with Kyle Witch Doctor, it's still Witch Doctor. You know what I mean? Like it's like he's still trash on it. It's just the only hero he can play. He does occasionally do some good things. Don't get me wrong. And the other week he was MVP. But what I'm saying is
In-house.
that Vi is actually good on Oracle. Like he actually does pog things, and it could be game winning. So I think that's an issue for this team. PFlax is coming home. Well, at least until Saturday. I'll talk to you on Sunday. We'll find out if it is still status update, still coming home.
But I mean, that's how it works, though, right? It's coming home no matter what.
Right.
And all the English pundits, like after the game, the panel were like, "Well, we're gonna get to the final, right?
yeah.
That's just how it is."
Yeah. I mean, look. Obviously, we could lose. Massive respect for those teams left in it, but we're gonna win it. We've won it already, basically.
And Jurgen was just there, like, trying to chill the lads out.
Yeah. Well, boys, I think there are some good teams left in it, and. Yeah, whatever, Jurgen, mate. Look, listen, I've got a few words for you, mate. It's coming home. Yeah. I don't know if that translates at all into whatever language it is you speak, but it ist kommen Sie House. Yeah, it's coming to the house. My favourite part. First of all, I thought Jurgen Klinsmann was a class act.
It was, yeah.
I love the shot of Gary Lineker, Alan Shearer, and especially Rio Ferdinand losing their shit on the balcony, and
Rio
Jurgen's
was so funny.
Rio was going, "Gah!" And then Jurgen's just
on the balcony.
leaning there like someone who missed a joke. What are we cheering? Sorry, I thought something sad had happened. He's fucking coming on, you German bollocks!
If you had an Englishman on like a German broadcast, they would have not taken it like that.
No.
It's much more salty, I feel.
Smashing stuff up.
But obviously, no Englishman can speak German anyway. Just very small bits.
Oh, I think John Collins. Oh no, maybe he speaks French. I thought he played in Germany. Scottish footballer John Collins. I thought he played in Germany. No, Hibs, Celtic, Monaco. That's right, he was at Monaco. Any Englishman? Oh, Jadon Sancho probably speaks German. What's his name? Jude Bellingham probably speaks German. So I would guess that when they're older, they will be the English pundit that they get in, take them over. Owen Hargreaves, yeah, although he's not really English, is he's like American German, and we nicked him for some reason. He's like Canadian German or something. Technically qualified as English.
Yeah, Sterling grew up down the road from me.
Did he really? He's a Wembley boy.
Huh.
Yeah. He the place he went to school, it's like on my bus route.
That's awesome.
Wow.
I thought he was excellent. He is the one player where I think when he gets the ball, he turns and tends to look forward rather than back. Like he actually looks like he wants to make shit happen. And same with Gaza Grealish, just fucking going forward.
Yeah, there's a lot of negative play in some of the England. Like, we're just looking to play it back. I remember watching this ridiculous period of like 2 minutes where the ball went to Maguire, it went to like Shaw, and then it went back to Maguire. Like it was in some triangle or something.
Yeah.
Like this, just over and over.
And then they give it Pickford, and he twats it. Oh, they hated the right flank. I don't know what was going on. We just never wanted to go right. We always went left. I mean, to be fair, both our goals came to the left, but we weren't to know that. Snap, Shaman Tide versus Marana Ursa Oracle. Huh. Well, invisibility wins games, and she is a strong hero at the moment, it would appear. I've seen her picked in pro games. She is something.
I have not really noticed that. Is it in the 4 position?
I'm not sure. I mean, I've just seen her. I've seen her picked quite a bit. I think a few reasons. First of all, she's the invis is good. Like going invisible is pretty handy in terms of ganking and stuff like that. I think her arrow being able to secure the range creep is kind of good. And if she does land a stun, if you got set up for the stun, it is crazy. Like she's one of those heroes that can stun from afar, but then still leap in there and do damage. And her attack speed thing is pretty good. But I don't know precisely what it is that the pros are picking her for. Is it because she farms well as a 4? Like, because, you know, she can farm really fast, and I'm not sure. But I have seen them picking her.
I really don't know, because it doesn't feel like a hero that you'd want to pick.
Here,
Not a reliable stun.
Dave Simon H stopping by with... Amazing that England scraped a draw with Scotland, then beat Germany. Yeah. I mean, I think in the groups we looked shit. And then we looked shit for 70 minutes tonight. Not shit, but just fucking dull. And then we just somehow waded in there and scored 2 cracking goals, and that was that.
Part of it, I know you tweeted out saying that Grealish should start. I think part of it was that by the time Grealish came on, the German defence were really worn out. So they just had Sterling and Saka running at them for...
Yeah, it's possible, but then they would have Sterling and Grealish running at them, so they would also be tired. And I do think that he is so good at holding up the ball, which, to be fair, as much as I think Sterling has been phenomenal, I think Sterling is more of a threat in that he's going to run at you. I think Grealish is more a guy who is... The ball sticks to him in a way that it apparently doesn't to Harry Kane, because they never played it to his feet. They're just... I mean, the first he did nothing. He did nothing.
That chance just before half time. Oh my god!
I don't know why he didn't just hit it. I was like, surely he's just going to hit this, And then he takes her touch, and I thought, this is going to be magic. He must have seen something, but no, he just ran it right back into traffic. It was weird. But I reckon that goal will help him.
Maguire-esque. Just clumsy.
But the weird thing about Maguire is, multiple times in the game, he was the only one actually trying to carry the ball forward. And I was like, is Maguire our best chance of penetrating the German midfield?
But then, when it came to things which he's meant to be a special talent, like heading the ball in the box, it was just all over the shop.
He could have had 2.
3 headers multiple times.
There was that one header where it was literally on his head. Could not be better placed, and he put it like 15 yards over the bar. What was that? But we won, so that's all done. Silencer again. Brewmaster. Now we saw last week that the last week that I cast these, which might have been last Tuesday. Someone played Silencer and they dominated the lane. They had like 20 installed. They were just killing one person over and over again, and then lost. Absolutely lost.
5 seconds remaining.
Was that Daniel playing Silencer?
It might have been.
Wogan something mid.
Storm, I think he might have been.
Maybe.
No. It was Daniel Silencer against, God, what was it? And he dumpstered the lane. That was another one.
He might have been Morphling. Yeah, it was Morphling.
Dire team.
It was.
Drow Ranger.
Yeah, and you made a bet to see if Wogan could make...
I was fucking close as well. It was Daniel refusing to deny creeps cost me. So, they do have the Drow. Played a pub game the other day where our Ursa got kited to shit by a Drow.
10 seconds remaining.
Should be interesting. Who's going to play Brew? Is it Bleak Giant plays Brew, I think, maybe? Maybe NZ Fedex is going to pick Morph or something ludicrous like that here. They haven't banned it. TA also in the pool. It's not a bad TA game, in all honesty. They don't have many ways to stop him. Oh, the Witch Doctor wouldn't spend his gold. Who was it?
It was Varicor.
It was Varicor. Oh my god!
Oh my lord.
They just want to lose. They just want to lose. Okay. This is NZ Fedex Meepo. Who saw this coming? Hands up in chat. None of you. My god.
Oh my god. I just got some water. And I've seen what's picked. Oh my god. There's no way, right? Like that's a troll pick.
I don't know. It's I don't know if he fancies it. Stobby Drow though. I don't think I've seen that before. It's Stob Carry. Well, and Flute Rana. Ugh.
I like how similar Silencer's shield's face looks to the banner face.
Yeah, that's true. Well, honestly, this is shaping up to be Goon-tabulous. This has got all the makings of a proper gooning game. We got NZ Fedex Meepo. We have Storming Eagle. Will he tilt? Won't he tilt? On the Ursa. Flute Marana. Let's see how many arrows we land. And then, I mean, it's just... I think that the stage is set for a classic.
I_never_knew just resubbed for 4 months. Is it as good as Riley Meepo though?
I don't remember Riley Meepo. I'm trying to remember the last time I saw Riley Meepo.
Calm yourself.
Your Meepo. So.
Oh yeah, my Meepo's good actually.
Okay, there we go. That's a lie. We got Alfredo Tide.
It is indeed a lie. I think what was it you didn't want to buy? You didn't want to buy Blink.
Jake the Silencer.
He didn't understand.
Tommy Snap. Stop Carry. Rarely seen. And we got Yoi. Rock on the Shadow Shimon. Then we got Storming Eagle on the Ursa. Vi on his signature Oracle. We got Flute on his non-signature Marana. Bleak Giant on one of his better heroes, I believe, which is Brew, and NZ Fedex on what he believes is a good hero for him, Meepo. Let's wait and see, team.
Tried his hand at Morphling and it's pretty rubbish. Tried his hand at quite a lot of
really
those
bad.
and it's pretty rubbish at a lot of them.
Yeah.
So
Yes, Vi is a platinum tier oracle apparently.
prove us
30
wrong,
seconds
NC FedEx.
to battle.
Prove us wrong, damn it.
NC FedEx. Wait, does that little platinum thing, the little thing next to it, mean that he is?
Oh god, he's a platinum.
He's a
Meepo.
platinum Meepo, which is pretty
Well,
remote.
well.
I mean, that doesn't mean he's any good.
That's true.
Wow. But it means he has played a lot.
It's true.
The battle
It's not like
begins.
Wogan showing up and just deciding he's gonna play Morphling.
True.
I'm just watching it. I don't think it's gonna be that interesting, but
Seahog, I am not only hyped for it, I am streaming it on the Yogg's main channel from 11, assuming the servers are back up by then. Let's pray that they are. No idea how Meepo does against Silencer, I'll be honest with you. Not a matchup I've ever played or really even seen.
I think it's gonna get pretty rough for Jake in a little bit. I mean, NC FedEx is missing all of his last hits.
He got that one!
Yeah, he seems a bit shaky to be honest.
Ours.
No.
I don't know. I don't play Meepo, but if you're missing last hits against someone who isn't even trying to deny, you're gonna have issues.
Yeah. It's not a good look. I'll be interested to see how Alfredo does against Ursa here. Ursa normally very good against Tide because if you think about what Kraken Shield does, it does block damage. But if you look at what Fury Swipes does, it does extra damage per attack. You get that, and you're overpower, and you go bap 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 bap. Oh my god, this could be a death for Vi. Oh, he's so low. He's literally on one right click and dead.
Denied.
He salves up. Playing a dangerous game there. NC FedEx is out leveling Jakus.
do you normally take Scatter Blast level 1?
Yep, I like it. They changed the hero so that Lil Shredder is not what it was. So I think I always used to go Scatter Blast and Fire Snap, max those, because for Lil Shredder to do anything you need items. And for a while everybody was just rushing that and then just getting a medallion into a Solar Crest and you do a crazy amount of damage. But I think they nerfed it.
Yeah, they nerfed the armor reduction from 1 to 0.75.
And that was enough to
Like
stop
that.
everybody, apparently.
Well, it is an overall reduction of 1.25 over the 5 hits.
Of
So, I
what,
guess
sorry?
that's something.
1.5?
1.25.
1.25, yeah.
It's something. I don't know what armor equates to be honest, but it's a number.
If anyone can tell us what armor actually does, that would be awesome. Like, what does 1 point of armor do in terms of reducing physical damage?
Thing is, it like stacks diminishingly as well as you get more armor. So
Right.
you get sticks and shit. There's some formula that someone's conjured up. So
I
Meepo's
used
got
to
his
think-
second lab now.
I used to think it was really bad. Oh, there's a fight here bottom. This could be a dead Stoggy.
It is looking
McCollum
like
just resubbed.
Oh,
for 5
nice from
months.
Yoi. Oh, just decided to turn around.
Yeah.
They might get Yoi
Don't
as
know.
well now here. No.
So I've been playing a bit of Brew for Cabins recently, and
Grog
it
underscore
turns
of
out that
underscore
that
Rogan
Cinder
just
Brew
resubbed
and
for 1
Thunder
month.
Pepper is a lot of damage in the early levels. Because you have your damage from your clap, which is 90, and then you're also slowing them.
Right.
And then you're also slowing them with the Cinder Brew.
Right.
And then the Cinder Brew ignites for 150 damage.
Yeah, it's
So
crazy.
they're hella slow, hella on fire.
And you're just
It's
whacking
not a
them.
great look. Yeah.
And once you get a level in Drunken Brawler and you're walloping them, there's a chance of a crit as well, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
No, we played against a Brew a few days ago who went Ags, which means his ult gets 2 charges.
Oh god, yeah, it's
And
crazy.
then Refresher. So he effectively had 4 Brew ults. And we couldn't kill him either because he, with the Ags, another thing with the Ags, he gets to choose which Brewling he
Oh my god.
comes back to. So if he just runs them all off in different directions, it's very hard to keep track of him. And I've been trying that build; it's pretty strong. The Ags is very good.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Very difficult. But
It
very
is.
fun.
It is a lot of fun, but you have got to play Brew.
So Tommy is still maxing Lil Shredder, which I don't like. I think if he takes the cookie, he can, like, if you think about the low cooldown on Anchor Smash, it's only 6 seconds. You get a smash on someone, and then you give him a blast, and then you cookie tied on top. He Anchor Smashes again. It's a lot of damage. Whoa, you're canceling that one out real quick. Vi is not having fun against this bitch. Oh my god, Tommy just didn't fancy it. See, he doesn't have
Eagle's
cookie,
coming
so
in
he's
here.
got to
They
be
might get
careful.
Tommy too,
Yeah,
they
he doesn't
do.
have cookie. Needs the cookie.
And I like this aggressive play from Eagle, just helping out.
Yep,
You see
yep.
a lot of carries in lane, just like laughing at their supports as they perish, but Eagle actually getting involved.
Oh, he chased down Mirana. They might get Bleak Giant as well. Just click, stop, just click.
Oh my god.
Oh!
That was close. That was a mighty.
That was close. One crit and it's over, baby.
How did they kill both of them? What happened? That's so weird.
Mirana, I think where she died, she might have been in tower range. I'm not sure.
I see.
They just caught her out.
The Enderdrake's just gonna start ramping up now. He's gonna get the third in a little while. I think it's level 9 or level 10. I can't remember.
Would we like Euros updates?
Oh, yes, please. Who scored?
Ukraine have scored.
Okay.
I'm happy. I mean, Sweden have been diabolical, to be honest. Not to disrespect the Swedes, but they played equally boring football to England.
Yes, they have been as boring as us. That's why I really don't want to
That's
play
a
them.
true
First of all,
bad.
we have a really bad record against Sweden in tournaments. Like, really bad. And also, it would be the most boring game of football imaginable. It would be just abysmal. So I really don't want it to be us against Sweden.
I like Ukraine.
Yeah, they play some good football. This is honestly little better than Flax Meepo.
Yeah. Well, if you saw Cock Meepo, basically the idea was that we were going to ignore the fact that he was playing Meepo and he just buys a scythe and just scythes people.
Right.
That was his job.
Yeah, that was pretty much it.
Another
I
kill
didn't really
top.
know how to do it.
You click the item and then you
And
click on the
strangely
person.
enough, we won that game, and almost convincingly, and Cock was very useful with his scything. So maybe it was the right call.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
the
yeah.
thing is, my Meepo is not very good, but I do win a lot with it. That's why I say I have a 75% win rate.
How many
But
games? That must be 4 games.
I think it's 10. Maybe it's not 75, but
Maths
it's close to
don't
that.
add up.
The maths don't add up.
It's either
Something
4 or 8. Arrow.
It must be, I don't
Here
know.
comes Tommy
I don't,
T.
I don't know the exact stats. Great stun.
Very
Right,
nice.
indeed.
Big rotation
Who is-
down here.
Maxing Leap.
Yeah, that's something.
Can't say I've seen that one before.
That's something.
Radiant's middle
They managed to get on top of the tide. Vi with a stun, no doubt.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
Ursa
he gave him the
is gonna start
Fortune's
tearing
End.
them
Is that
apart
the
now.
no? It's the.
They have to be
Hierophant.
careful.
Which
Like,
one is this?
I guess their bot lane is winning.
It's
but,
that one, yeah.
This Ursa and this-
Killing Brew before he gets 6 is nice.
is under attack.
It is,
Yoi
yeah.
is not level 5 yet though, so they can't take this tower.
MG Felix is almost got his Dragon Lance, then he'll probably be getting either an E-Blade or a Blade. Probably E-Blade. They haven't got really very mobile heroes on Radiant, so just gonna run at things.
Jake, you need to actually hit some of these creeps the last time.
I'm afraid it might just be in trouble again here. Being run down.
Krakened. Yeah, he's got Dagon queued up
Is under attack. Radiant structures are
on Meepo.
No. That's just
That's
a quick
the-
back thing. Oh, he's just dead here though. This is classic NZ FedEx plays.
Run NZ
Oh.
FedEx.
Oh, Jake
Run.
doesn't have the Q.
Indeed.
Cracking play from NZ FedEx.
Arcane Curse. Pretty big spell.
Uh-oh.
Wow, the BM pause DC.
That's pretty rough. Yeah, the item on the right is the Dota Plus suggestion thing.
Are you sure?
It's
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
it's no, that's quick buy. I don't think the Dota
Yeah,
Plus thing will show up for us, but it will show up next to the quick buy. The quick buy furthest on the right, just to the left of it will be Dota Plus things, but I don't think it will show up for us in commentating things.
But
Yeah.
why is the Dagon in the spot where the TPs normally go?
Not quick. I don't know what it's called. It's not quick buy. What is it? It's like where the TP is meant to be.
Why is it? Yeah, why is the Dagon there?
Because you can change it.
I don't know,
somehow,
Cock.
I don't know.
Right, so
There's
he
no
put a meme there. I see.
Yeah, it's just a meme. He's not. It's not useful.
Okay.
In fact, it's just a waste of time.
Okay.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yoi perpetually out of mana for most of this lane.
Sticky buy apparently is what it's called. According to the Dota 2 professionals in
Yeah,
chat.
well they killed Tide again.
Killing that fish.
I honestly couldn't say whether or not one team is massively ahead or not because I'm not sure they are. I really think again the Drow not taking just one level in Gust against this team would be pretty handy.
Belongs to me.
I think the guide, Tort's guide is. always tells you not to get
Fucking
started.
hell. That man has cost more people more MMR than anyone
Yeah.
alive. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah. You,
I
you
used
know
to
that
love
you know
them.
there were like stories of
They were really bad.
there are stories of like the lad who first like made like leaded petrol and how many lives it did.
Right. That's
it's
Tort.
just like Tort. It's like this one thing he's done. Like he put like tranquils instead of arcane boots on a build, and it's cost so much MMR. Like I mean, he may have been that lad who started putting tranks on the lich build after
Oh.
sacrifice got removed, and that caused a lot of pain.
I still see it.
Never had
I
mana.
still see it.
Snob's just dead here. This is a good ult usage.
Range.
Snake's watch bot, just in the jungle.
Radiant's middle
Oh, yeah?
tower
Huh.
is under attack.
People-
I reckon they tried to
Mirana.
do Mirana. Yeah, she's just gonna leap
And then
away.
she just leaped out because.
Leapt, Cock. Come on, you're not educated, man.
Oh, okay.
Radiant's
No,
middle
you're right.
tower
I'm
has
just an
fallen.
idiot.
Actually, leaped might be because creeped is
Leapt.
crept
But
and
I'm sure it's
creeped.
leapt. No, it's leapt.
It
Well,
might
it's
be.
like
You
the
never know.
difference between, like learned and learnt. I'm not really sure. I think you're meant to use learned.
Thing is, you understood what I meant, so what's the difference?
Leap. Past tense. Leaped.
Oh,
So there you
I'm
go.
a genius and didn't know it.
You're a genius.
But it can also
You're
be
a
leapt.
genius.
So yeah, it's one of those things. You can use it either way. Leapt or leaped.
I think like the sort of T ending it probably crept in just as a sort of shortening, and then it got so prevalent that it was
Balan205
like,
just
fuck it, we're gonna
resubbed
keep
for 8
it.
months. It's been nice to see England
Do you think-
bounce
do you
back
think
after
would- do you
Scotland
think people
beat them
saying would
0-0.
is gonna fix
It's
that
coming
problem?
home.
Where
Thank
they're
you,
just like
Balan.
too many people are saying would have. We can't take it anymore. We've got to add
Woof.
Popped a lot of shit for that.
Yeah, they
They're
got
gonna get
Mirana,
two.
but there's a Gozing. I think a Ravage for 2
That's
kills
pretty
is
worth it, yeah.
worth.
If they get the tower of this as well, that'd be. hella
Can
pog.
they? They don't have snakes for 24 seconds, but by the time
He's
they
gonna
get the
E-raid
creeps,
next on Meepo.
he is.
No one seems to be very concerned with what NextWhiteDeath is doing.
No, he's been pretty much uncontested for 12 minutes, and he is way ahead. Looking at switching to net worth, he is 2k ahead of. Well, he's actually 3k ahead of Drow, and he's 1.5k ahead of anybody else in the game. So he is having fun, but it is still a Meepo in the hands of NZ Fedex. So who can really say?
Is under attack.
What's going on in this top jungle?
Fights. Oh, he's got 3 of him. He's up to 3.
Yoi just walked up.
You see what Balan's sadness goes to.
It's been nice to see England bounce back up to Scotland, beat them 0-0. It's coming home. I did.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
You know what? Props to the Scots. They would have also beaten Germany 2-0.
Uh-oh.
NextWhiteDeath could just die here. He is just probably dead if Jake is clicked. Oh, the Oracle ult saving the day.
Oh, Stobby just shooting nothing. They did get him. Nice silence. Really nice silence. They're going to go in here. They're going to get flute. Ursa's still coming. You got to kite him. You got to kite him. Q. Q. Q.
He just snapped up.
Gosh, yes.
Tower is under attack.
Well played. Radiant recognized. Low on health, low on mana, but they recognized they have dived too deep. That was a fight won without
This
Ravage.
is what I don't understand. He had his low lad ulted by Oracle, and that's great. And then he just ran them all in. Like,
Yeah,
I
he
thought
just
what you're meant to do
continued.
is back off the lad who's low. In theory,
Woo!
this is obviously all theory.
Jacobs does need to be a little careful here. Yoi doesn't have snakes. Uh-oh. There's the global.
X is nice.
Oh, he's dead now, though. Oh my god, Yoi. They got
my
Ravage!
God,
They've
no.
got Ravage!
Oh,
They've got
Jake,
Gauze!
you genius! What a player!
Did Jake TP out?
What a player! Yeah, he TP'd out. He got out. They're only gonna lose the Shadow Sham for that. And
No, they're gonna lose Tide as well.
I mean, Eagle's getting low here.
You don't have mana for Cookie.
Okay, so they do get a trade on the Mirana, so
They do,
They're all
and
better than they should have
Drow didn't die, Silencer didn't die. So they lost 2 there. Did use Ravage, but yeah, not terrible. That's
and they found the stacks.
They did.
Found
They
the
have
stacks.
found the stacks.
Oh, but Jake is not happy about this. He's coming.
Oh my god, I'm not sure he wants to be in here.
I don't think he's unhappy.
Woof. Oh, hello. Can they get Brood? Brew, I mean. No, they can't. They needed to get on one of those Mappos, because one of them was pretty low.
Boo-booed Oracle ult that we missed.
Oh,
I'm not
I
sure
didn't
where
see
it
that.
was.
I missed it as well.
Oh, he ulted Ursa full health by accident. I missed that. I honestly don't play Oracle, so whatever the spell effects are, I do not recognize them. Apologies.
I must say that Flute has done absolutely nothing.
Hmm. Did you expect
This is
anything
classic
else?
Mirana. No, I mean, Flute, he's a cracking lad, as they all are. But he's hopeless at Dota 2. And when you give a hopeless Dota 2 player Mirana, they're going to do even less than nothing.
Indeed. I will say this, however, not one person on the Radiant team has any dust. They have a
A
sentry.
boomerang just resubbed for 6 months.
I don't think I've seen Flute use Mirana ult yet, so they
No,
take note. Notice that the enemy has
I
nothing.
think I've seen it once, but you've
Not
got
gonna. Oh, they Glyphon was
to
down.
keep your eye out for it, because it's a bit of a weird animation. It
Yeah.
is- with the new item changes. See, look, it's a bit hard to see, to be honest,
To see what?
when he casts it. The Mirana ult, when he casts it.
Oh, yeah, I haven't
Casts
cast
it
it.
now, it looks a bit weird. It's not as bright. It's very
Oh,
dark
yeah.
now.
Is under attack.
Huh. Yeah, it's like the moon thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
The moon thing.
That thing in the sky? Called the moon? It's like that.
Yeah.
It's not in the sky. Ridiculous. It's just a reflection.
Is that what Flat Earthers believe?
No, there's a moon conspiracy that it's a reflection of the Earth.
I see. What do Flat Earthers believe about? Do they believe the moon is just orbiting the
No,
Earth?
no. So I've looked into this. There are 2 schools of thought. Now, some flat earthers believe that yes, all the other planets and moons are indeed spheres. We've observed that, but the Earth isn't.
Right.
That's the key. So I mean, you can look at the moon and it's quite clearly a sphere, right? I mean, there's really no way around that. But I've heard people say this actually just a big reflection of the Earth. I don't know quite what it's meant to be reflecting onto. But I watched a video of this guy who insisted that if you looked very closely, you could see all the continents of the Earth on the moon. And to be fair, with a little bit of creative non-thinking, it does kind of look like that, I guess. If you like really stretch your imagination, that big shadow kind of looks like Africa, sure. I mean, all right, none of them are lined up the right way, and it's just bobbins, but is their theory. Like, yeah, but I genuinely don't know what it's meant to be reflecting onto. Something. We have liftoff, I think, with the E-Blade on Meepo.
Yeah. You should be getting shit done now. Oh, and Eagle's just gone in Roche with.
I like that.
It doesn't look like they have vision. Look like they have vision on it, so they should be free.
I think more importantly, it's just a quiet period of the game. He's recognized
Yeah.
between minutes 15 and 20, both teams shut down to get whatever their next item is, and Meepo takes it.
Yeah, that seems fair.
Why the Dragon Lance? It builds into something like...
It's good stats.
Yeah, it gives you agility and strength, which you kind of need, and I think he builds it into something, I can't remember what.
It's a very traditional Meepo item.
It is. You see them get it a lot, yeah. I'm not sure why.
The one with the Aegis, he still comes back, right?
I think it's just like the cheapest item that gives the amount of stats you need.
So I mean... Oh, hello. Jakus managed to kill Brewmaster. So is that over, say, I don't know, Sanjin Yasha or something like that, which you could get? It's just... It's cheaper, so you get it. It gives you that survivability early on. Job done. Because now each of these Meepos has 2,000 health and 21 armor. Like, that's pretty scary.
Yeah.
When you consider that Drow has 1,400 health. She does have 28 armor, but... See if they can catch this guy out here. Smoke broke. Oh my good lord. You're gonna need a global here, Jakus. Here's the global.
And here comes the goop.
The goop is misgooped.
Not the best goop
No,
to be seen.
they did kill the carry.
Felix is here.
They did kill the carry.
Like they want to fight on everyone else.
I don't think they needed to use absolutely everything there, but they did.
Well, it depends if Dire decide they want to fight, which they should. But you know, with the lads, it's
Radiant's bottom tower is
stay
under
hit or miss.
attack.
Thank you, Jonas. Cat Facts UK says much love because they've been gifted a sub.
Just a singular cat fact.
Oh, sorry, Cat Fact. Yes, Alfredo dead. Alfredo is dead.
They're not making it easy for themselves though.
Dire's top tower
There we go.
is under attack.
No, still no. Eagle, you gonna help out, buddy?
He killed it. His courier died as well. That took some time. They're going to get top tower hits. Down go the snakes. Still only level 1 snakes at 20 minutes. But it happens. They are wailing on this building.
Yeah, they're just gonna get it.
Yep. Snakes and Carty should manage this. Oh, Carty died.
Radiant's bottom tower
Go on.
has
You get
fallen.
this. Get this. Yep.
Dire's top
Uh-oh.
tower is under attack.
Uh-oh. Yoi?
Oh god.
Madness. They did get the building.
They did get the tower. Yeah.
If you were to write like a non-fiction factual book, what would you write?
Who are you asking?
Loki.
Cock, you go first.
Does it have to be like clever, or can it just
No,
be?
it can be.
You have to write a non-fiction book. A publisher's come to you, they've offered you $1 million for a Canadian or American, your choice, for a non-fiction book. You'd be a fool not to write it. What's it on?
I guess the thing I'd be. Oh, you know what? Different types of glues. I am an absolute expert with glue.
Different
buy that.
types of glues.
I could write like a 10-chapter book all about glues.
I would unironically read that.
I
Uh-oh.
really would. Oh
Whoa!
Oh my
I
god!
think it's happening. They
Big
shouldn't blow
counter
everything
initiate.
because NTFX does have an Aegis. So, you know, maybe chill out a little bit, lads. That is the first life down, and Jakus is now dead. Alfredo has somehow gotten out of there. I don't know how that's happened.
Woo!
Yoik is
Good
running.
cookie. Here goes Bleak. These nets.
Oh, they
He's
do that.
landed one. Oh, it's all looking very grim indeed. Dead.
Oh my god, he might just be dead here. Eagle as well. He needs to ult.
He
Why
does
is he ult
ult.
so late?
I don't know. The
Oh!
cookie! 4 of them are dead. This is not good.
That almost went very, very poorly for them. But fortunately, Vi and Flute were distracting the Shadow Shaman and the Tide and got them both.
So what's your favorite type of glue? What's the sexiest glue out?
Yeah, give me the best glue.
My favorite
Top
sensitive
3
route-
glues, go.
Radiant's top tower
It
is
certainly
under
depends
attack.
on what you're trying to glue together.
Oh, don't give me that. You've got favorites.
It's super glue, cyanoacrylate, super glue.
So
CA glue,
that's your
sometimes it's called.
favorite glue, super glue.
It sticks everything. I mean, it's just the go-to.
It is a super glue. Second favorite?
Yeah. I think I really do enjoy plastic glue.
What's the like epoxy
Obviously-
resin and stuff like that, or
No, it's called plastic cement.
is
and
that
what
the
it
stuff
does
where you
is
put it on and it melts the plastic a little bit? It's like
it melts the
modeling,
plastic.
right?
I like that. a
Yeah,
lot.
like, does it corrode it or something like that?
It just
No,
melts
just
it. It
melts-
literally.
melts the plastic and then hardens, and then it's like one piece
That
of
is
plastic.
weird. How does it generate that heat?
I don't know. I
doesn't-
think it's a
not
chemical
heat, it's
reaction.
chemical.
It's like
Yeah, there's no
acid,
heat involved.
some kind of
I see. So
acid.
it is like corroding it.
I think
Well,
so.
guess
I mean,
so.
I've put it on stuff, and if you put too much on, you'll get like a little pit in the substance.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it stinks. So I'm pretty sure that when you put it on, it literally is acidically melting it. Well done, Flute.
The _Ramak just
Obviously,
resubbed for
you can
6
only
months.
really connect
Elmer's glue is the best.
Specific
Sniff,
types
sniff.
of plastic with that, but it's cool to see it happen.
Third favorite.
I like a wood glue, like a
Who
does
doesn't?
smell
strong,
nice.
Who doesn't love a good wood
strong
glue?
wood or kind of.
Not
PVA
a
glue.
fan of
I like those.
epoxy resin, like the 2-part, combine it, and you know.
Yeah, I was asking Cog this as well.
That's one of my favorites.
Where's the epoxy at?
Where's your epoxy
I-
resin?
Haven't used them a ton,
Hmm.
but I don't like the mixing. I don't like having to put it in a separate thing and then mix it.
Oh, but it's when it's finished, it's like rock hard.
Radiant's bottom tower
It is very.
under attack.
This is true.
Stobby is not a wealthy man.
Patchy Frog
Just
just
a year's
resubbed for 1
update,
month.
Sweden have tied it up 1-1.
1-1. Equalized is how
Alright.
we put it. Equalized.
That is actually genuinely how when you watch American commentators commentate football, it is
Yes.
like that. And
And
this
they
team
tied it up,
they
1
have
goal to
scored a
1.
goal to level it up.
Goal score Sweden! They've tied it up! 1 each.
Yeah, no, that is a classic. Apparently, epoxy isn't glue, so we're being slated in chat.
It's not technically a glue,
Oh,
but neither
fuck
is
off.
plastic cement. So like,
Yeah, so pick your battles, chat, alright? Christ. If you're going to be that petty, you got to be consistent, at least. It's not technically a glue. Well, fair enough. It's, you know, because you're right. It's an epoxy, isn't
Oh,
it?
Eagle might be in
Radiant's
trouble here.
bottom tower is under attack.
Yoink.
it's
Oh, he gets the elite.
Oh, hello.
Oh, no, but they still have dust for the Mirana roll.
Clonk.
And he's
like,
dead.
somebody finally bought dust.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I'm not sure who it was. I
Speaking
can't
of, like, methods to connect things together, I'm a big fan of friction welding. where you just
Friction
get-
welding.
You get 2 bits of metal and you rub them against each other very, very quickly,
That's
and they melt each other
That's
and
amazing.
weld together.
I
Love a bit
mean,
of friction.
I would assume that you have to be fairly variable about which bits are going to be stuck together. Because how do you? Do you just friction them over? Is it just rubbing over a tiny distance? If it needs to be precise. Do you know what
well,
I'm saying?
yeah, I think it's probably like putting like bars together or whatever.
Hmm.
So you just rub the ends together. Get them nice and
Radiant's
toasty.
bottom tower is
They
under
know
attack.
something's up here, Dyer. They fucking pegged it out of there.
I'll take that.
For a while when I was doing some copywriting for a friend of mine's website business, I had to go to an engineering company.
Adfire6 just
And
resubbed for
talking of gluing,
25
I'd like to talk about the
months.
opposite.
25 months
I'd like
of
to talk
this.
about cutting.
Bad dotes and good times.
So
Okay.
there's this
Very
form of cutting. It's like, I don't know what the name is because it's been 15 years or whatever since I had to write this, but it was some kind of electrical erosion cutting with sparks. And you basically have your piece of metal and you have a machine that has a head that goes very close and just fires tiny, tiny sparks at the surface. And you can cut it down like this unbelievably fine. It makes it sort of like it's like a machine gun of just electrical sparks. And it was something else, I tell you. Oh, hello! There's a big ravage, big ults coming down the global. They're gonna get the fucking lot of them.
They're gonna
NZ
get
FedEx
both of them.
dies as well.
That
There's
was
the
a
goop.
huge ravage. It
Huge!
stopped Vi from getting in there to ult Eagle.
Perfect.
That was large. Alfredo is dangerous on that.
And they're gonna get Bleak here as well, maybe.
Yeah.
Can they get a stun on him? They do. There's the shackle.
Oh,
Broken.
And the big
Broken.
silence.
Can they get him? Oh! They do get Tommy T with a double. Oh god, he's got the split off. What now?
Well, you don't need to do much. But
Split and run. The old
It's what it
split
is.
and run.
Vi did a great job of keeping them alive, though.
Dire's middle tower is under
I guess
attack.
that's what Oracle does, but he did it well.
Oh my god! They got him! He just sent his others in and...
still dies. Yeah. So I was wondering how that
Wait,
interaction
what?
would work because so the Oracle Orb was still on him, and then he altered to
Dire's middle tower is under
Right, so when he came out of the
When he came
Arcane
out.
Curse, he died.
died.
Oh,
Oh my god.
wow. That I would not have known.
So the
I-
duration was increased because he's casting spells as the Brew ult.
Well, yeah, but I don't think it would.
Or does it
make
just
any
not
sense
count?
I,
Dire's
but
middle
the
tower
brew,
has
the
fallen.
brew, when he's in the brew ult, I don't know how the debuff works, but it's something like, because you know, like if you have the Oracle ult on you and it's about to run out and you get imprisoned, or something like that, you'll
Right.
die when you come out. You won't just dodge the damage.
Oh,
So
they're
it's
thinking about doing Roche. I think this is kind of tough. I think this might be a little throwy. They don't have Ravage or Global. I'm not sure about this team. They know. They've Mirana ulted? No, they've smoked in.
Top tower is under attack.
Oh no, they're going on the illusion! Lads, you have to know now! Alfredo's gonna be in big trouble! They don't have any spells to help him!
What
The
is
global
going
does
on
go
in this
down, but that's
fight?
it! In comes the
The
goop!
goop!
It's gonna get a couple of them! That's Ursa and Mirana dead! NC Felix is gonna go down as well! They only got Alfredo for that! Now they're gonna turn their attention to Bleak! They get him as well! Vi's the only man alive! I can't believe that fight worked out for them! They all went on the illusion! Disaster! Oh! Shard, cheese, Aegis. Who gets the shard?
Probably like Shadow Shaman. Right?
They gave it to Drow. The Frost Arrows had
Yeah, that
hypothermia.
hypothermia is good. Yours already got his. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so Anti-Felix is really struggling to do anything in these fights. There's just so many spells happening that he cares about.
Yoi has
Ravage,
snakes, by the way,
cheese,
so this is a lane. This is a lane.
He really needs to not. They really need to not be team fighting, to be honest. They need to find a pick off.
They've made really good use of this Mirana hero.
Yeah, no, it's genuinely done nothing. Like I do like to use that the do nothing phrase, but a lot of the time they're actually doing something. I don't think I've seen Fruit do a single.
Fruit Dude has done nothing.
Would you rather have Luke Murano or Flute Murano?
I think Flute, because Flute's more of a pleasure to play with.
I will say this, Luke can make the biggest fuck up ever and still never apologize.
Yeah, I mean it's shocking. I
Like
have a sticky note.
Flute will always say sorry. And I'd like to think I am very quick to point out that I am a fucking disaster at Dota. I don't know why people don't have that impression, but I've always been quick to point out that this was my bad or my pick was bad or whatever. But then I'm gonna do the same if I think another pick is bad or someone's fucked up. That's fair. That's fair, isn't it?
Barracks are under attack.
And Luke is never wrong. Despite frequently being wrong. They have Ravage here, by the way.
Has bottomed
They get a lane almost. They didn't get the
Probably
range.
shouldn't
They're
be
gonna
afraid.
back it up.
Jake is so strong. He's got the cheese. He's got BKB. He's got
Yeah.
52 stolen in.
And they have
He
Aegis.
doesn't have enough mana for global, but he obviously just still has the cheese, so you can get it off at some point. It's just like, what do you have on Dire to deal with a team fight?
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing. You got Brewmaster who kind of just sidles in and maybe tornadoes something, but and then again, I don't think I've seen anyone being tornadoed.
No, I agree with that. I'll also be honest with you. Fucking, they don't have a way to start a fight. I know what these lads are like. I mean, Vi has to.
Yeah.
I mean, not Vi. Sorry, NZ FedEx basically has to be the one that goes in. And if they ravage him and global silence, he's just dead.
I mean, looking at their team, their only stun is Mirana's arrow, and that is in the hands of the best Mirana in the world, they would still lose this.
Yeah, I agree. It's a very weird lineup.
God bless Flute, he's not the best Mirana in the
He
world.
is not. God bless him. Used to be the freest win for morning notes. Get Flute in, we'll win one.
Ye-Man was also free dub.
Another
And he
free dub.
listened.
They've gone in!
Oh, okay,
they
they've
have
gone
gone in! There is a big ravage. Tommy T is getting his goop down, but he's going to die. The global silence has gone down, but can the Meepo do anything? The Yule! He used it!
There's a
He's
tornado.
spinning Drow in the air! She's going to come down soon, and she's going to pay the ultimate price. Anyway, Torpedo trying to do some work. There's a shackle goes in on one of Men's effects. He's trying to fight them all. They're not really picking a target. Stobby managed to fucking blow up Marana. They're chasing down,
What
but
is
it's still
going
just
on,
chasing
lad?
down Yoi. Well, he's just
Oh,
dead.
That's such a mess. Such a mess in these fights.
2 buybacks.
You've got to be going for the Shadow Shaman. You can't be just like running at a Drow while Shadow Shaman hexes you.
Oh my god, now comes another shackle. NZ
Just
FedEx
call
is
it.
brought
Yeah,
back.
just call it.
They've
Well
called
played,
it.
Eagle.
Well done,
played.
Eagle. This has been a shellacking. Way! Stobby Ultra G
What
fucking
a
G.
terrible draft. What an awful draft.
The lads pick these heroes that they like to play. They don't think about heroes that are gonna win. I've said it before. Got to still pick a team that works. You can't just pick 5 heroes that you think, Meepo. If it doesn't go with
Level
anything.
18 Meepo.
Yeah, he's played a lot
But
of
he
fucking
just didn't do
Meepo.
anything.
McFlanagan just
Well
returned
played,
after 23
Radiant.
months.
I will be back in a moment.
Well, while he's getting back, I
Is-
suppose we should decide on an MVP
I
of
suppose
some
we
description.
I guess we should.
I think Alfredo had a good game. He did have a really good game. So did Jake. So did Tommy T. Honestly, I was too busy thinking about Gloat to actually notice who was doing well. I'm gonna say it's probably Alfredo.
I was gonna say Alfredo as well. I mean, how many Ravages did he got off? Like,
I don't
7,
know.
8?
Yeah, somewhere near that amount.
And they were all really quite good. So,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say him. Is Plague on? Am I being subbed out?
I will investigate.
Okay.
If Plague is in chat, can you just join the channel? So I don't have to do any of this effort. Have you got a Battle Pass, Scott?
I don't, and I do not plan on getting one.
Okay. Good man.
Just nothing in there for me. Like,
No, it's true. There is nothing in
So-
there.
I guess if I was a really big fan of the anime, I'd want to get like.
I enjoyed the anime,
Dragon Knight
but
stuff.
that
I did
that
too. But it's,
that model is just a mess. Like, he looks so weird.
it's just
He
not
looks
very
like a
good.
fucking Playmobil character or something.
I like the level 1 couriers. I think they're cute.
I haven't even seen them. I've got the battle pass. I don't know what they look like.
It's 1 courier and 1 ward. It's like a dog ward, it's like an eyeball.
Always the
on a
Stormingeagle
stick.
just resubbed for 21
then the
months.
courier's
Did
like
you
the-
enjoy
Ah,
the
yeah,
England
owl.
game?
Yeah,
think that's
fat
one.
owl. Okay.
I like that one. If I played Arc Warden, I think the taunt's cool. It's just not really anything interesting though.
You are right. There's nothing in there. Apparently, Stobby's asking if Jake got MVP.
No.
Do you feel like Jake was the best player on your team there? He did have a good game. He honestly had a really good game, but I'm pretty sure the Ravages won you that game.
Yeah. And if they didn't, they made it a lot quicker. So we're gonna give it to Alfredo for, if nothing else, speeding the
How
game up.
awful were you, Eagle? Well, honestly, you didn't do a whole lot wrong. Your draft was just terrible. There's no way you can win with a draft like that against the draft like they picked. They picked a really good draft. Made a lot of sense. I don't know who was drafting, but you can't have your only stun being Mirana. You can't have no stuns on any of the cores.
Yeah, the no stun but the skill shot is pretty bad. I guess they had Brewmaster as well, but that's...
It's not really a stun. Let's be real. It's like
And he only did one of them.
like you have to check 3 boxes before the stun is online.
Yoi says the
And
drafting is 100% all me. I was definitely not listening to my team's input at all. I'm not sure if he's being sarcastic or not.
Well, Yoi's on Radiant, so I don't know what he's chatting about.
Apparently the highest level of the battle pass is you get an emoticon with Dragon Knight's ass.
No way.
I've seen that one.
Have you seen
Sexy
that?
Dragon Knight or whatever.
Davian Sexy is what it's called. It's like a troll face on Dragon Knight, except it shows his ass. It's pretty strange.
Eagle was saying I'd chill more than telling people what to pick, and that's absolutely fine. But you're gonna lose the game.
Yeah.
There's no point.
Don't fucking Gareth Southgate it. Grow a pair of bollocks, mate.
Like all I'm saying is the entire reason you lost that game was because your draft. It didn't matter what you did in that game. You just already lost. So there's no point in me giving any comments about your actual play.
We got Elder Troll, and we got Dave Yognot. We got Hugh, and we got Sarah Beth. God bless them all.
So is Plague still not here?
Yeah, Plague's still not here.
That boy is
Tardy.
No, to be fair,
He just moved.
But I will slate him nonetheless.
Oh, you gotta slate him. You gotta slate him.
I'm happy.
Having a nice dinner with his family. And
It's a shame we're gonna hang out with Cock, in all honesty, but you know, it is what it is.
We've learned about glue. I mean, let's forget about more main topics. Is there a niche topic you'd write your book on, Ted? Has to be super niche, like glue.
Let me think. I'm trying to think of things I'm really into other than Dota. Obviously, I couldn't write about Dota or the history of Dota because I'd have to ask other people what the fuck was going on. Like, the history of professional Dota is not something that I'm comfortable writing a book about. Things I'm really into.
I think mine might be the tube.
Pornography.
Pornography.
How
wow.
it's changed in the last 20
that would be
years.
kind of really interesting.
That would be pretty interesting, actually.
Okay, we're gonna make our books.
Okay.
I'm down for the glue and the pornography. Yes.
What if can we combine them in some way? I don't think so.
Well,
I
glue
think
kind of looks like jizz, so if we use the right glue.
It's also, glue is kind of the opposite of glue.
Also, if we need to stick some of the pages together in my book about porn, just as a joke. People be like, yeah, why were the pages stuck together? People on Twitter be like, lol, they don't know. That would be the thing to do.
Lol, they don't know.
Could you do a section in your book about your favorite types of lube, Cock?
Favorite types of lube.
Super glue?
Yeah, I suppose.
Super glue.
I have seen the efficiency of silencer. They're not having it.
They are indeed not having it. I would also
Cleanup
Thank
just
you.
resubbed for 13 months.
Thank you.
I vote for Human Paste to put that pages together.
Thank you, Plainapat. I mean, other things I'm into.
Radiant team banned.
I mean, I know I'm not enough of an expert on things like a lot of the things I'm into, like comics, for example.
Yeah.
I think when it comes to PC gaming, or gaming in general, how it's changed over the years. But again, then console gaming wouldn't be a big thing for me. Like PC gaming over the last 30 years or whatever, I've been there for pretty much all of it. You know, it's like something it's been a huge part of my life. Not just talking about professionally, but like before that, I was obsessed with it. I loved it. But again, I don't think I know anywhere near enough about it. I mean, I guess when you think about it, when you write a non-fiction book, it's not like you're just pouring out your wisdom onto a page. It's like you're inspired by the subject, and then you do a fuckload of research and interviews and stuff like that. Like that's how a non-fiction book is written. It's not like you just pull it. It's not a fiction book. You just pull it out of your fucking ass. But then again, when people write fiction books, there's a shitload of research if it's about something like historical.
Yeah, I guess the issue comes in that you probably know
Dire team
a lot of stuff about a lot of topics, but not enough about a specific topic
Right.
to write a book about it.
But I
Like,
think in any event, what you would be looking for if you were going to write a non-fiction book is, am I really into this enough to spend a couple of years writing a book about it? And do I have any kind of launch pad where people
10
would say,
seconds remaining.
oh, so-and-so wrote a book about glue? Then yes, I'm interested. You know what I mean?
remaining.
Like if someone famously associated with something writes a book about it, you're going to be more interested than if someone you've never heard of writes a book about it. Did I tell you about the woman I saw on the bus the other day reading an erotic fiction?
Oh.
It was
No.
So this is on the bus at about I guess it was about 5 o'clock, and we're sitting. Me and my youngest are heading into to drama, and she's sitting in front of me. She's got a Kindle, and my eyes are automatically drawn to Kindles because first of all I think they're like magic the way it looks like a page. But also, you can really clearly see what someone's reading, right? Because that's the whole point of the Kindle. So I'm right behind her and I'm reading it. And it was like straight up erotic fiction. And I immediately Googled on my phone what she was reading by just putting some of the character names in.
49 months.
And it was like some
Life
weird
without
erotic
hair.
fiction
The
about
Flax story.
a demon or something like that. And it was funny because I was getting off the bus. I couldn't help but glance around at her just to get a look at her. And she sort of looked at me. And the thing is, when you're both wearing masks, all you see is people's eyes. So I sort of gave her this weird side eye, and her eyes were obviously quite wide and realised I'd been reading over her shoulder. It was quite funny.
Oh no. What is
I'm a
the
bit
thing
of a
to read in
criminal
public?
for reading people's shit.
Oh, you've got to.
10
You've got
Looking at
to.
their phones. I did genuinely see someone sexting on the tube.
Oh.
5 seconds remaining.
I gave him a little privacy after 30 seconds.
TikTok Tablord just resubbed for 7 months. I can't wait to lose to Sweden
the
on
nature,
pens
you
after
just wanna be
120
curious.
minutes over 0-0.
I
Yeah,
know.
something just catches your eye and I'm like, hang on a minute.
I know TikTok Dablord, I know. I mean, honestly, I think it's human nature to be curious. Someone else's phone, like, how often do you honestly get to see someone else's screen? It's rare, right? Like, you know, it's angled in such a way that they're looking at it. It's small, unless you're behind someone. I mean, if Mrs. F is on her phone and I go and try and have a look, she'd be like, fuck off. You know, it's like, it's not something you do.
Flax and chat.
So getting the chance to spy someone else's phone is intriguing. Pudge Warlock. Pudge. Up against two heroes that I would say a much better start. Lena Spiritbreaker. Having said that, Warlock absolutely gives the Supercunts what they need. Pudge less so, but we'll find out.
5 seconds remaining.
Oh yeah, you wanted me to tell you how
Gake710
the
just
Hamlet
resubbed for 33 months.
Oh, how was it? How was McKellen?
on Friday. He was really good and he's really fit. He's genuinely like just giga fit. Like he was running up and down the stage.
Really?
He had like a ladder which he was climbing up and down. He's looking good.
God, but he's like, he must be in his 80s now, Ian McKellen.
Yeah, I think he's like 82 or something.
Good God. He is 82. He is actually 82. But was it good? Like, was the supporting cast good, or was everyone just...
Yeah, everyone's really good. I think the only issue I had, I'm not... You know when you're reading, like, Romeo and Juliet?
Yeah.
Or something like that. And the language is all, like, a bit bullshit. But you kind of get it, because you're just reading through it, and you have time to process it.
Right.
When you're watching the play, when I was watching Hamlet, half the words didn't mean anything to me. And by the time I caught up with something, they moved on to something else. Like, there were entire scenes where I literally didn't know what was going on apart from a couple of plot points which maybe were important.
Yeah, I honestly think Shakespeare, like reading Shakespeare is or watching it especially, like you said, is almost like you have to tune your ear into it. Like I saw Taming of the Shrew. You know Tamsin Greig from Friday Night Dinners, right? She's the mum on that.
Yeah.
She's brilliant actor, and she was the lead in Taming of the Shrew, and she was brilliant. And I think anytime you see someone that's really good at Shakespeare, part of them surely has to understand that this is very hard to understand at full speed. So you take so much of the cues about what they're saying as like non-verbal cues, and from their acting needs to be really good. Otherwise, it's just very hard to understand. If they're just literally reading the script, it's like fucking hell. I mean, some of them are easier than others. Macbeth is quite an easy one, But yeah, Hamlet's got some chunks in it that are properly wordy. I saw Kenneth Branagh's Hamlet many years ago. He was good, but he's still Kenneth Branagh, so not that good. But he was good. And some parts of it, people were literally going, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah, all right, we get it. It's just still fucking important. Just because you don't understand it, you worthless amoeboid." Viper.
Yeah, all the actors were really good.
I haven't seen Shakespeare.
And they had a really diverse cast as well.
Yeah, no, it was like age and colorblind, right? So my mum can't stand that. Did you see Armando Iannucci's version of David Copperfield, which was colorblind, and essentially, you had Asian and black actors playing people in that era that obviously would not have been in that era, but they were really fucking good at the parts. And I think, doesn't it suck? For my mum was like, "Oh, this is ridiculous," and I was like, "This, first of all, this isn't a piece of history. It may be referring to history, but it's not like this is World War II, and Winston Churchill is now played by, Lenny Henry or something like that. It's like it doesn't need to give a nod to history if it's fiction." But also, if you do stick with only white people can play these characters, think what you're denying to non-white actors. That whole, they said they can only be Othello. That's it. That's their one. You got Othello, what more do you need? It's like, what? That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's a fucking part in a play. You can, or a movie. You can be whoever you want to be. That's the whole point. They're not really that person, folks. They're already pretending. So maybe you could put some effort in and pretend. Ludicrous.
So I was thinking at the time, Hamlet is one of these plays that is quoted all over. It just has so many famous bits to it.
Yeah.
And when something like Infinity War or the Avengers movie or a new Star Wars comes out or something like that. Even older movies, those have really quotable lines that turn into memes. I was wondering back in the day, were people just memeing all over
the Shakespeare memes? I bet they were.
They probably were.
Some guy in an apiary somewhere, someone leans over and says, "Two bees or not two bees?" And they're like, "Oh, he said the meme." Yeah. 100%. Because people haven't changed.
Radiant team pick.
He says, "Imagine if the parts in a Christmas nativity were locked to Palestinian children."
Jesus.
Palestine didn't exist back then, dude. What are you talking? You have to get Jesus. You have to get actual Jesus, or it doesn't count. Hold on a minute. What? Stop the nativity. That's not Jesus. Oh my God, he's right. What's your name? Tina. You're not Mary either. This is shocking. Shut it down. Pudge, Sven, Viper, Warlock. 3 out of 4 ain't bad, I guess, but I'm picking CK into Sven is bold, I must say. If this Sven has a good game, pro tip, he won't. But if he does, I can see CK getting shut down.
Another good banner from Supercunts. Just well made. Nice and clean.
Yep.
Crisp.
Yep. I'm glad the lads have finally woken up to the fact
And then
that
you've got the Society Livers.
I like that one though. Like the half face. I do like that.
But that's not intentional.
No,
I don't know.
Not, but I think it's good anyway.
If it wasn't like that, you wouldn't be able to see the hair. So I think it might be.
Choose your hero.
So I've only just started watching football because of the Euros. I have no idea what makes a good football
Mata
game
Stormridge
good.
just resubbed for 13 months.
What games have you watched so far?
So I've got Sweden and Ukraine on the second monitor. I watched parts of England and Germany when I tabbed over to it. And I watched the highlights from a lot of the others.
Okay. So, to me, and obviously other people will have their own take on this, what makes a good game of football is that both teams are absolutely in it, that both teams are definitely attempting to win the game. It doesn't even need to have a ton of goals, but the goals that are scored are either good or the timing of the goals is good. So sometimes you can have a slow burner where it's like lots of chances, good saves or good defending or like a big miss or anything like that. Something to talk about. Like what makes a game of football interesting to me is that throughout the game there are things to talk about that are interesting or things to look at that you think...
It's a story.
Yeah, it has to be a story. If the story of the game is, and there were games like this, so I saw one of the Sweden games, our game against Scotland, essentially it was just a couple of half chances, very stodgy, very boring, nothing really dramatic. That's not a good game of football. If you look at the game tonight, it was not a good game of football. The last 20 minutes were exciting because both teams were going for it. Like the story of it was, we scored a goal out of nothing really. Then all of a sudden they almost scored an equalizer, and then we scored a second, and they were just throwing the kitchen sink at us, and we were like desperately trying to defend. That was interesting. Like that was what made it interesting, was the drama. Essentially there needs to be a story, and that's why I think knockout football is so much better than the group stages. In the group stages, the games are important, of course, you don't want to go out, but if you think about it, the final round of group games actually gave up the first good games of the tournament. The first couple of matches in any group stage, the best team will generally win. It's kind of tedious and boring. We haven't conceded a goal yet. Like 1-0, 0-0, 1-0, 2-0. That's been us. So I'm not saying that I want us to be conceding goals, but if you think about the France-Austria game, Switzerland game, that was 3-3. And the Swiss scored twice late on to drag it to extra time. Then it was close in extra time. They hit the bar. France hit the bar with the last kick of the game. Then it went to penalties, and one of their biggest players missed. That was a great game of football because it had so many talking points and stories, and it was exciting. And you went from one team is clearly winning to holy shit, it's on. That's what makes it interesting.
I mean, just that second half started off Switzerland 1-0 up, and then the penalty, which they missed, and then France went down the other end to score twice in a row.
Yeah.
And then Switzerland had to come back and score twice in the last 10 minutes. That's the sort of game you want.
Yeah, it was amazing. Like, it really was amazing. Especially because the moment he missed the penalty, like, you know that footballers' mentalities, even top players, are so fucking fragile. Because you're relying on 10 other people. And you can see he missed a penalty and they were looking at each other like, oh, fuck, now we're going to let it go. It's like, no, you don't have to. But they always do. Like, guaranteed they will. And then they go, oh, I knew it. Yeah. And it's just, it's so funny how it happens. But in football, the mentality of the team, the commentators always say, oh, that's hurt them. You think, well, they're still 1-0 up. But in their mind, they're like, oh, fuck, now we're going to let it go. That's given them impetus. It's like, what, us missing a penalty has made it more likely they're going to score? But yeah, apparently it has. It's bizarre. So the story of football is always the best part. Either that or just crazy good skill. Like, really two top players, you know, both scoring goals. It's like amazing team play, great defending, amazing save, stuff like that. But, yeah.
A lot of the really good games there is... It's not really full of perfect play because a game of perfect play would probably be pretty boring.
It would.
Teams like attacking, having a decent chance, and then it getting booted out.
This is why
a lot of these games have just been shoddy.
Exactly, but this is why finals tend to be the worst game in any tournament. Like,
yeah,
because you've got the two actual best teams that play the best methodical, sort of really solid football. It's the semi-finals that you tend to get. Everybody's kind of desperate. No. I mean, like, if you think about
the Champions League, where the semi-finals are really
so good, yeah,
nail biters, and then the final was just like
dog shit.
2-0.
I mean, that Spurs Ajax semi-final in Ajax was fucking insane, like absolutely bonkers. They scored. I mean, even like when Barca, beat PSG or whatever in the Champions League, like they lost what was it? Did they lose 5-0 and then won 6-5 or something ridiculous?
I think the first leg was 4-0.
And then they won 5-4, right?
And the second leg was 6-1 to Barca.
Oh, it was insane. It was insane. I mean, that's a great game of football. Not because it's perfect, but because of the story. Because they have to score. Can they score another goal? And when they do, it's like, oh, they did score another goal. It's amazing.
Very different sport to hockey, which is what I'm used to.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot more action.
Oh, Cock, I wanted to ask you about hockey. Sure. I was watching, because I watch quite a few football highlights and American football highlights and baseball and stuff. So I get recommended a lot of sports stuff on YouTube. And there was one the other day, and it was best hockey fights.
Oh yeah.
Now your immediate reaction is oh, so it's just absolutely seen as part of the game that they're gonna fight, right?
Yeah.
But
yeah,
they
yeah.
don't keep record officially of who's won a fight. But the commentators seem to absolutely know who was good, who was likely to win. Like, oh,
Yeah,
he's
they're
gonna
also
give him his.
boxing commentators. Like they turned into boxing commentators immediately. It's impressive.
It felt like that. It really did. By the way, I am really liking this Sven Warlock combo. I think with the cleave and with first blood for Evil Teddy. He knew how far to push it there. With the cleave and fatal bonds, I think they could do a lot of damage here.
Yeah, it's very good.
They just need a big old stunneroo.
It should be kind of. I don't know what Shallot is doing, to be honest, because there's only one way he's going to win this lane, and it's just constantly welling deathing Sven because he's a strength hero. We all know how that works, but he's not skilled it. Doesn't want to win the lane.
Okay.
He's just gotten 2 levels in the old armor and a level in the chain.
So, yeah, that's absolutely bizarre. I mean, especially because he's not going to be taking any real harass from Sven that he needs to worry about. Like,
He's got it. Okay, he's got it.
he's got it now.
We're in game.
It's really, really good spell against strength heroes like Sven. Okay.
Alright. Well, he's learning how to use it.
Just use it. Okay, there we go.
It's a really low cooldown. Now he's dived too
Needs to be
deep
a
and
little
too
bit
greedy.
He's
I don't know what
actually-
Kieran's doing though.
Evil Teddy!
Kieran really needs to. If only he was here.
I don't know where
Sven
he
would be dead.
was. I really don't. I think he was thinking of pulling, and then he was like, "Oh, the creep." He needs to kill this creep. You're never gonna get a pull off. Oh, the lads. Elder
So,
Troll.
about hockey fights.
Oh yeah.
Where's Elder Troll?
My
Thank you, Daltos.
Elder Troll is
Dalto's rated with
playing-
79 viewers.
playing
Ango.
yeah. So we took my mum to a hockey game a couple Christmases ago.
What did she
And
make
it was
of
like a blowout game for our home team. Just absolutely disastrous.
The
It was like
Saskatchewan
7
Spankers. Is that
It
what
wasn't.
they
It
call
was the Ontario Hockey League. I don't want to
Oh!
dox myself. But
Okay. Wait, so it wasn't the NHL?
No, on OHL.
OHL.
Like a little-
Oh, I know what the OHL is, mate. Don't you worry.
Right.
Best league in the world, the OHL. Try and tell me it's not.
It's like the feed.
Wait! We got a super duper noob on the case! Coming down here with a cheeky hook.
So it was like 7-1 something. It was
Woof!
terrible. And we were about to leave, like in the third quarter, like 5 minutes left. We are like, okay, well, we better get out to beat the crowd.
Classic
and so
North
we start to
American sports fan, by the way.
Well, yeah, that's fair. We start to leave, and my mom's like, "No, wait."
Astroturfus is
And
just
just as she
resubbed
says,
for
"Wait,"
14 months.
there's a fight that breaks out on the ice, like a real scrum, like a brawl. Like 4 or 5 players are going at it, and it's like 30-40 seconds long fight, like
Wow.
quite a long.
Because normally, so correct me if I'm wrong, but once one player's on the ice, the refs come in, right? Once someone's
Yeah.
down, that's it.
Once you fall. that's
Okay, you got him, you made your point.
it. Good fight, lads.
That's
Good fight,
enough.
boys.
Call it
Let's
off
go.
now. Come on, boys. Get back to
Yeah.
playing some fucking old-time hockey.
That's it. It's exactly it. But this was like 2 really beefy dudes who were just going at it for quite a while.
The enforcers of their respective teams.
The goons, yeah.
The goons, yeah.
Uh,
Evil Teddy
And
is
as soon as-
not bad, by the way.
He ain't mad.
He notices things like dodging Lena stuns. He didn't just stand there wailing on Shallot. He dodged it.
and as soon as that fight was over, she was like, "Okay, now we can leave." just got out of there.
Did she enjoy it, though?
Yeah, she loved it. Wanted to stay for the fight.
Mums love a good fight when it's not their sons. I'll tell you that.
That's why a lot of like mums in England, in the UK, watch EastEnders. That's basically what it is. Just lads. A bit of tension building, and then like Phil Mitchell gets in there and starts punching people.
Yeah.
Up.
I'm surprised he didn't give him the nut. You'd think Phil Mitchell would have a big nut on him. Big bold cunt that he is. Give him the fucking nut. Could be a dead Elder Troll. They got him.
He has.
Good job, Soup. Did nout.
Super's level 3.
Yeah,
There's nothing
dude, it's
he can
standard.
Do.
It's like has Pudge.
There's nothing he can do against a level 6 Chaos Knight. But why did he pick Pudge?
Because he just wants
big
to,
question.
just fancied
It's
it.
just the lads.
I mean, as we said before, it is a BKB piercing, pretty much 2 BKB piercing stuns. If you have a good Pudge game, it can be hype. But is Soup gonna have that good Pudge game? I'm not so sure. Shallot is dreadful at this hero. I'm gonna say it right now. Looking forward to a Shallot Ultra Kill, but so far, it's not been there. So far, Soup seems to have walked about a lot and achieved little. What's he doing here? He's going bot. Here he comes.
He's just gonna walk at him. Okay.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh!
Why didn't you hook him when you were next to him? What's the sense there?
Super could die here if he's not careful, but she's not getting out of there. Because intrigued by the +5 Spirit Breaker. Must say.
The Dave Yogg game. So.
Yeah.
Cock, you a
making
fan
work,
of
actually.
Slapshot, the movie Slapshot?
I've seen it once, but I was pretty drunk. So
Oh,
I
you've
don't
got to
really
watch it,
remember
dude. That film actually made me wish I loved hockey. It's so good. I think it's very much of its time, but it is such a fucking good movie. Holy shit. It's one of the best sports movies ever made. I'm saying that. I've watched them all.
Sure, I'll watch it. We'll get a movie night going.
Yeah, we'll get the movie night on.
Shooting this chat just resubbed for 1 month.
So far, movie nights have been pretty good.
They've been
Although we
really
did just
good.
like spend 2 days watching National Treasure 1 and 2.
Those were
Love
great.
those movies.
We had
Love those movies.
The
Don't know
second
why.
one is
funny.
The second one is not great, but it's still fun.
It's not
I don't
good.
know why. But yeah,
the first one is
like,
actually like a good.
same with the Night of the Museum movies. I really enjoy those as well. I don't know why. I just
Oh, that we should get those on.
They are quite good.
anyone want to cast a spell here? No. Okay. Oh.
I feel like Shallot could kill him, but I guess he doesn't know his limits.
No, it's hard.
I found another movie with Nick Cage the other day. I was gonna suggest it. It's called the Super Duper Noob Hook.
It's called
Doesn't matter. The actual dusting. Daniel's gonna
Is
come.
Daniel
in
gonna
here
click or what?
All we had to do was
Oh,
ult him.
Daniel.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Why did Super turn off Raw?
there you
Oh,
go.
it doesn't hit him as the dust.
He's not even gonna throw a hook. He's not even gonna throw a hook. You gotta chuck a
Thought he was for
Kobe.
sure dead.
I don't think anyone has done anything right this game.
No, this has been abysmal. This is England Germany for the first 70 minutes. I'm hoping it livens up. By the way, can I just say we absolutely should have lost that game to Germany. They had some good chances.
I don't know. I mean, we should have put that game to bed in the first half. If I'm honest.
I mean,
Like,
Harry
Germany
Maguire
were not
apparently
in
can't
that
hit the
game.
ball.
Tower is under
No,
attack.
it was. Look, we're getting onto football again. We
All
probably
right, yeah,
shouldn't.
yeah, right.
But yeah, I mean, I feel like we deserve the win.
Hugh hit the creeps.
Tower is under attack. Radiant structures are
So what was this Nick Cage movie called?
Radiant's top
It
tower
stars
is
Nick
under attack.
Cage and Hayden Christensen, who played Anakin
Right,
Skywalker.
Yeah, Anakin. Yeah.
I
It's
don't
from
like that kid.
2015. I met them once, but that's a different
You
story.
met them?
I met Hayden Christensen. Yeah.
He was the little kid.
No, he wasn't.
No,
he was the.
So
He was
that,
In the
the-
third one.
so he didn't play Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah, he did. In the
Oh
second
wait,
and
Darth
third ones.
Vader, right? Yeah, became Darth Vader. Right,
Yeah.
right, right.
Oh,
Oh, little
but it stars
Annie,
them.
right? That's right.
Called Outcast, and it's about
Radiant's
some
bottom
knights who,
tower is
like
under
Knights
attack.
Templar, who go on a crusade, then
That
realize
does sound
they
very
don't
similar to.
they don't really
the
fancy
ideas behind
crusading,
National Treasure.
and then they go to China for some
You
reason.
don't have any dust, you complete fucking goons! Oh my god, the lads are just on another planet
Radiant's
tonight.
bottom tower is under attack.
It's got 3% on Rotten Tomatoes. If you want to give it a go.
3%.
Yeah,
Outcasts
it's really bad.
movie.
It's really bad. There's a
Oh,
dead Pyrion
we
bottom.
have to kind of watch it now, don't we?
The Outcasts.
It's really bad.
No,
No, it's not The Outcast. Just Outcast.
Outcast movie. 2014. Oh my god, it looks bad.
It's really bad, yeah. It's really shockingly bad. It's also incredibly racist, which
Critical reception. Outcast received unfavorable reviews.
To put it lightly.
Rotten Tomatoes reports that 5% of 18 reviews were positive, with an average of 3.3 out of 10.
What is Kieran doing? He just sits in these trees all the time, not doing anything. Your buddy needs help.
Which one's Kieran? Oh yeah, the
Lena.
Lena.
He's done,
Yeah, well.
he's genuinely trying his best to
do nothing.
Fleet Marana.
So
He's just a
what
bit
you
of a
understand?
wanderer.
What you got to understand about Lena, all right, as a support team,
Dave is looking
and
for
I
a
mean
charge.
you goobers out there, is that she can harass the fuck out of any hero in lane. Here comes Super. He's got the chomp.
He's got a lot of armor, and he's got a hood. If only Shallot casted any spells right now.
He's just fine. Shallot just fine. By the way, no charge coming in from Dave.
No, hey guys, I've been watching Dave. Hey guys, I've been watching Dave. He's stood there for about 2 minutes now. He's done nothing.
Was it Dave who was playing the ogre once?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
He does a lot of standing
Radiant's
about.
top tower is under attack.
Oh,
Dave
here we go.
goes.
Now he's in action.
Top tower.
Probably wasn't needed.
He's
but-
killed. So Dave plays
This is well done.
Tarkov, and he was like talking about playing Tarkov, and I was thinking, what's a polite way to say that I would rather not play Tarkov with anybody that I've seen play in the in-houses? So I
No dust, once
just
again.
let the
Look
conversation
at what
go.
Dave is doing. Look at Dave. What is he doing?
Nothing. Dude, this is what we watched Dave the other
doing?
a good couple of months ago now on Ogre. He did nothing for a very long time.
What is this?
I don't know. We're gonna watch. We're on Dave Cam now. We're on Dave Cam now.
I've been on Dave Cam for 3 minutes. He's done nothing but that one charge.
He's gonna
Oh,
go
it's
hit
like
ancient. Nope.
He's gonna make it. He's bloody done it.
Yeah,
Stop.
Dave!
You
Yeah.
doubted him, and you
Radiant's
doubted him.
bottom tower
Fuck you,
has
cock.
fallen.
Alright, Dave's doing his best, mate.
Precious bounty.
Here he goes. He's shaping them up mid.
I think he's just gonna go stand where he likes.
I want to look at. Oh, he's going bot. I want to look at Kieran again because he is also doing nothing, just kind of standing about. Will he land a stun? Dave could have. I just don't even want to watch this game.
Dave is gonna run back to where he likes to. And then...
Go on, Kieran, land something. Yes, a double.
Oh!
My God, that comes down. Charlotte maybe in a little bit of trouble here. The Laguna Blade as well. Here comes the hook.
Yes,
Yes,
Dave.
Dave. Jinx.
Why are you running away?
Oh yes, Dave.
Jesus, buddy.
What a player.
Is under attack.
I think.
You know what I like best about that? Was that this fight took place next to their fountain. Too busy to come. Too busy to come. Elder Troll just has everything. Too busy. Doesn't want to fight. Doesn't want to help us carry out. Literally 3 enemies next to your fountain. Or your fucking shrine or whatever. Nope. Does he have a TP? Has a TP. Viper has a TP. Just don't fancy it.
This is a League of Legends level kill score at the moment.
Yeah.
Not great. A terrible game. And England-Scotland for the ages.
Yeah.
Dave, please. Oh my god. I just can't stop. I can't take my eyes off him.
It's like he's trapped in his own private maze. And we can't see the walls. Only Dave can see the walls. Here we go! Someone! Yes, alright, good.
He's doing useful things, but it's just so few and far
There's
between.
there's just points where he just wanders around like, where? Okay, there's a ward coming down maybe. No? There
Yeah!
we go. Now we step into action.
I reckon Dave is the kind of guy in real life that if you asked him to do anything, it would take him 5 times longer than anybody else you've ever met. Like, just a slow, methodical lad. I bet he's a really nice guy. I mean, I've hung out with him. I can't remember what game we were playing. We were chatting. He's a nice guy. I think it might have been Hell Let Loose. He's just a nice lad, but he's just not someone for whom the video game Dota 2 was made.
No, he's not. You know, he doesn't really get his game face on. Bro.
No. Just very, very slow to do
also,
anything.
This is a Sarah Beth Carrot. I didn't even notice this.
Shallot, get
Decided not to
known.
go for the armlet. I guess that's probably smart against all those dots. WP Sarah.
Here comes Elder Troll.
Bouncing around.
Elder Troll, still not in possession of a dust. Oh, no! Oh! Who dusted? Who dusted?
I think that was not Elder Troll.
Oh, I was on Clinks. Yes, I think Elder Troll did have a deuced. I was on Clinks. I did wonder why he had an orchid. I was going to save that comment for after the fight.
It's like he knows that he should be doing something and that he's moving around and doing a lot of actions. He just doesn't know what they are.
Right.
So he's just
Have you ever noticed
wandering.
that there are two kinds of American? There's the Americans that speak incredibly quickly, New Yorkers, people from the coast, essentially. People that live in the middle bit, which is most of the country. Kind of person you say, hey Dave, how's it going, buddy? Yeah, going pretty good. How's things with you? Not bad. Looks at the sky, takes a good 30 seconds. Looks like a little bit of rain might be coming on later. Oh yeah, you got that right. Yeah, probably need a little rain. Way things have been going. Oh, it's been hot. Oh, hot. Yeah, sure has been hot. It's like, just get on with it! In England, we'd have that conversation done in 5 seconds. Alright, yeah, you're right. Oof, looks like rain later. Whoa, we can need it though, eh? Whoa, end of combo. Job done. Oof!
I think there's just less going on in those.
Like, just take their time. I mean, why not? It's like you've had to drive 4 hours to get some fucking chips. Why wouldn't you take a bit of time talking to someone? If your neighbour lives 10 years away, I'd make the most of every social interaction I had.
Let's push.
They're like the Ents.
The Ents. They are like the Ents. Takes a lot of time to say anything in old Entish.
Or the Ents are just like Texan. Sarah's not like that.
Do you reckon Dave watched the Ents and he was like, these guys talk too fast? Super duper noob. First item, urn. Upgraded urn. So if we don't land a hook, he's doing now. Oh, Evil Teddy. Bonk! They got him, baby! Big ult from Dave. Here he goes. Why does he suddenly spring to life?
Yeah, he's doing, like, when he does stuff, it's very good.
I do like Ted's analogy. It is like he's got to like solve a Rubik's Cube before he's allowed to do anything. Like multiple times.
Ruh-roh! Trouble for Clinks! Here comes a Warlock gold catches too! Clinks dead! Sarah Beth's going in! Pops the ult! She's gonna get super duper noob here. Nope, she's hitting some creeps. Super goes down. She's fighting the one hero they don't care about. There goes a stun, but it only gets
Go,
the...
Sarah! Kill Daniel!
Go! Sarah, kill!
Daniel!
Kill! Sarah, kill them! She's gonna get them all! They're gonna get Elder Troll here too! Kill,
No,
Sarah!
Sarah.
Kill, Sarah, kill! She's been stunned. Oh, he's got a basher. I didn't know that. Shallot now chasing Hugh. Bonk!
Bonk.
Well, Sarah Beth turned up and she fucking owned them. Well played, Sarah. See, but Dave springs to life. He's like a snap trap of some kind, like a man trap.
Well, he's like a croc, really.
Yeah, it's like a croc.
Hang about in the sun for a bit, and then, you know, a little deer comes along, and boom.
And suddenly,
he's there.
they're on them. Like an alligator on a deer.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I don't know what alligators eat, to be honest.
Something.
I think whatever they can get their hands on, really.
Alligators or crocs?
Same thing, really.
No, sir. Oh, the clicks! The many clicks!
He has charged himself into death.
He
That's
did.
unfortunate.
Dangerous.
He was trying to help a homie.
Equally dangerous.
He was trying to help a homie.
Crocodiles are bigger.
No. Alligators
as
are
I
bigger.
know.
Crocodiles
Are you
have...
sure?
So if you look at a crocodile, they have a narrower mouth with all those little teethies, and it kind of comes to a little bulbousy bit. Alligators are the big ones with the big flat head, wide mouth.
I think you're switching them up.
No, sir.
Okay. I won't argue with you, but I think you're
Google
switching
it.
them up.
Google it.
So-
Look
so,
up
according to
alligator.
Ted, which one's more dangerous?
I don't know which is more dangerous. Alligators are the ones that basically look like a fucking... like what you're thinking of. Big thing with a big flat head. The gators are littler. I mean, sorry, a crocodile. Look up a crocodile. Right? Crocodile is the one with the little narrow head, right?
It's the other way around.
I have no idea.
It's the other way around. I said it, but
Oh, I'm looking at it.
doubled down on it. What? I'm looking at it too.
What is the big one you see in America that's got a big fat fucking head and they're like massive?
Those are alligators, but
people are saying crocodiles are the bigger
Not
one.
homemade, just recycled.
What's the
15
difference?
minutes
I
to
knew
one
this because I
US.
went to Crocodile World in Florida and they told me and I was like, I'm not going to forget that. And I promptly
crocodiles
did.
don't live in Florida.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I went to Alligator World.
Right. Okay.
You're getting confused. You're making me confused.
I'm getting
I thought you knew what you were
confused.
talking about.
I
You're
did.
gonna write a fucking book.
I am gonna write a book
tell
on
you
them.
that much.
The difference between crocodiles and alligators.
And everything is just wrong. Everything is factually incorrect.
Page 1. This is a crocodile. Picture of an alligator.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are
Here we go. Viper's in. They do have Warlock.
Sarah
Here
back.
it comes.
Go help the team,
The
Sarah.
Bonds. The
Sarah.
Bonds, Hugh.
Get in there, Sarah.
Shallot is dead. She's ditching. She is ditching hard.
They've got dust for another 5 seconds or so. I think they're gonna get it.
What a fucking coward Sarah Beth Carey is. Holy shit. I guess, you know what, in her mind, they used everything. Let's just leave. But at the same time, I think if the three of them had fought there, they probably could have turned it around. It was a nice little switcheroo. That puts the Radiant team in the lead now. What is Sarah Beth going to get next? I'd like to think BKB, but we'll see.
She is getting a big deal.
Dire's structures
Into
are
the
fortified.
quick time.
Yep.
Dire's
I always
bottom
think
tower
Blink CK is more of an off-lane CK.
Look how poor Dave is.
Yeah, dude. Dave hasn't hit any
Yeah,
creeps.
he does nothing. He literally.
He's lower level than Kieran the Wise, who has done
I mean-
less than nothing. Dave has done less than nothing.
Yes, super.
Wait! Whoa! Sarah
my
Beth
lord.
now! Woo!
Radiant's
What?
middle tower
What's happening?
She just ulted and ran away. She's a calamity of a Dota player, I have to say, the last few days.
She is shocking. She's got blink. She could get right up their dick right now. Get in there, Sarah.
Nice. Good kill. What in scope? She's got a blink?
Dave is running
What
in.
the hell?
She's dead
Yes,
now.
Dave.
Get in there.
Why don't you ever use your W, Sarah? Riddle me that.
Shocking
they're all
and
dead.
shit. God awful crap. Fiesta.
Dire's bottom tower
What was
Sarah
that?
disrupted the other day. Every fight, we would go on someone, and guess what happened? Sarah would glimpse them away out the fight every single time. And what I found confusing is every time she was like, "Oh my god, what am I doing?" And it happened like 5 times. I think they've been like conditioned to cast their spells at all costs,
under attack.
and so when the fight happens, bad things happen. I think maybe Disruptor isn't a lad's hero, much like Venge. Like You don't with Venge. You need good timing.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
timing is not something that lads possess.
No. Anytime there's a hero with us, like Disruptor or Venge, you know that at least once in the game, a colossal, calamitous fuck-up is going to happen that costs you the game. Pango working on an axe, but hasn't got the shot.
Oh, here they go.
I honestly think roll-up is more useful than anything.
Rocket's down.
There's the Viper dead. Go
The
Sarah.
hook is in. Sarah with the nice.
Might save Reg here. Gets her roll off.
And it's running away.
Shallot is going to do something. Sarah is in big trouble. Sarah is dead. Good job, Dave. At least you're alive, mate.
Oh, lucky with that hook.
With all your spells up.
Did Dave do anything at all that fight?
I don't think so. We need Dave. Dave, you need to throw your body on the line. Just be the disrupt in these fights, all right? Like some
Next
tech
time-
guru who's looking to disrupt the meta of, you know, email or something. You got to be that guy.
Next time Dave is in an in-house, I'm gonna keep a tally of things he does.
Thank you, Crackman3Y809. That's not a reference to you, Cock. That's just chat.
Is it Crackman?
Crackman? Huh, okay. Yeah, I think
Yeah, too much
the
to drink.
tally of Dave things is gonna be like 15 over the course of a 40-minute game.
Moose Tracker just resubbed for 1 month.
So no more updates
Radiant's
on the
middle
Euro
tower
game, Cock.
has fallen.
We're in extra time. It's 1-all.
Okay.
1-all in extra time. I mean, Sweden
92
without
minutes.
Zlatan, why watch?
There was an injury, but I didn't catch who it was.
Well,
And I don't know if
Zlatan
he
is
actually,
not
like,
at the tournament, so... I believe, according to my sources, he came out of retirement to play in the Euros and then probably got injured. Like, international retirement, I mean, so...
That goal that he did from like a third way up the pitch against us.
Oh my god.
Bloody heartbreak.
Just amazing. But that's why I don't want to play Sweden. Like, we honestly...
They're gonna pull out some bullshit.
If you look at our record against Sweden, it is not good. We either draw or lose to them. Like, it is not good. Because they're very similar to us, but they also have that Swedish mentality of, you know, not fucking snapping the moment it all goes tits up. Well, our lads' mentality is fragile. I think the difference the Swedes have is they just happen to be there. You know what I mean? They're just like, give it a good go, lads. No one, we're going in and all the press are like, England should really be winning this tournament at a canter.
And we win one game.
And they're like, we've already won it. Football is coming home. And then we draw again. They're like, it is over. Gareth Southgate needs to go. Football has never been further from home since football was invented. Whereas the Swedes are like, it's great to be here in this tournament, the Euros, it's wonderful to be here. So if they go down, they just go, don't worry guys, just pull out the old equalizer, and they win. Because they never give
Dave
up.
has picked up an Invis rune, and he's not going to do anything with it for the whole time.
Nope. You know, Cock, this is... I'm sorry to be mean, but this is a lot like watching you play from our perspective.
I do things, they're just not
Wait,
good.
no, you think you do
honestly,
things.
when you have no one telling you what to do, you're either doing nothing or you're like in the enemy fountain feeding. Like that's
Yeah.
basically it.
Like, I have watched
Seth
you
just resubbed for 50
for over a
months.
year now in these in-houses, and I've watched you farming, and you're just not hitting anything ever. You spend a lot of time walking about. You're clearly not telling your team, please stack for me, don't touch those creeps, they're mine. You walk over, you're too fucking Canadian about it. So someone will be farming at camp, it's like they're 4. And you'll be like, oh, yeah, sorry, no, if you were here first, no problem. You know what I mean? Like, you've got to fucking...
I do that, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Plague and Miles went through a replay with Cock of like him playing Jakiro, and I kid you not, there was like a period of 5 minutes where he just ran between like top and mid, just over and over,
Yeah.
and got nothing done. And the
That
funny
does seem
thing
like
is
me.
you don't seem to notice. You feel like you're doing something somehow.
I'm always
You're
doing
like,
something.
I'm getting stuff done, but you're not getting anything done. You're just running up and down.
At the very least, Cock, here's one piece of advice. If your team are all farming and you're just walking about, go hit some fucking creeps, dude. Please.
Dire's top tower.
Just do
Came
that.
here so you can roast everyone else. Now we're just roasting him.
Yeah, no, it does feel bad.
Instructions are
Yeah, you fucked up, Cock. You fucked up, son.
That's fair.
These guys are trash. Oh, really, Cock? Well, let me pull out the fucking
I mean,
non-fiction
think
book
I
I
ever
wrote
claimed-
about your Dota play, which clearly states chapters 1 through 80.
tower is under attack.
Cock does nothing. He is bad.
Is under attack.
Chapter 2. Cock is still bad. Just watch him play. What a joke. Chapter 3. Never seen anyone do less. Chapter 4 just blank. This is a summary of Cock's last game.
Alright.
Here we go.
Okay.
Here we go. Fight a brewing. Way. Dave has drums. You don't see that very often. How many drum charges will Dave Yognot have at the end of the game? I'm going to say 8.
I'm gonna say 8.
Yep. Back to Dave Cam.
Well, that's a dead leader.
Yep. Should not least to run like heck. No Yules. Oi! Dave, you know, you can be really useful by just literally throwing yourself at people to save your timber here. But as it is, it's actually doing a great job of not dying. Where? Wow, Hugh was getting the creeps. Okay, he is miles back.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
He's got the shards, so he's got AoE Shadow Web.
Here.
Woo!
Oh,
Oh my god, he's going for
I'm
it.
gonna go for it.
oh, he
Got him.
nails him.
Doesn't even have a Dragon Lance. What is that nonsense?
You get talent, maybe.
No.
He didn't even take the talent. He does get talent, but he didn't take it.
You're right, he does. One of the few range talents left in the game. Reg. Oh shit!
Here comes Dave.
Bonk! They're going in! Don't focus Warlock, he's already cast his spell! Kill Daniel! Daniel's dead, Reg is dead
but
too!
Reg is dead as well. Big fatal bonds. Big
But
ult
3
by
for
Daniel.
1! Wow. I didn't think he was just gonna rock there, but he did.
I was Enchanted Quiver, apparently.
Ah. Yes, the Enchanted Quiver gave him the extra damage and True Strike.
We are the best
And
casters in the
400
world.
bonus range.
I've noticed a lot when I'm watching Pro Dota. People always complaining about the casters and like the camel work. Just be happy. Like, just watch the game. Shut up about the casters. Just mute them if you don't like listen to them. It's crazy.
Listen to me. I have put up with this for years. People I know and respect and love, and they're brilliant at what they do, and they know a lot about the game. Some fucking 2K pleb on Reddit is upset because they didn't mention some item he happened to notice. Do you know how many things happen in a game of Pro Dota? How many different events? If you're using your own camera and you're checking every detail, congratulations. Congratulations. It'd be like being at a football match, but instead of just 10v10 and there's one ball, it's 100v100 and there are 8 balls. And there's the pitch is 5 times bigger. And you expect the commentators and the camera people to catch every single detail that fucking happens. Fuck off. That's why I stopped reading Reddit during any major tournament. It's just no point. It's just moan, 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 moan. Honestly, would love to see people try and do better, because it is really fucking hard. Cast in a high-level game of Dota, holy shit.
The one thing I don't understand is all these casters are doing a generally good job.
Yeah.
Like they're honestly owning it, but because they're not OD or Fong or Cap,
Right.
people can't stand it.
It's pathetic. But that's the hive mind of the internet.
Money to burn.
In a nutshell.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I'm hoping Sarah's going to grow a pair of
Darwin
tits here and get in there and
underscored
fucking
Yakin
own
just
some
resubbed
people,
for
but I
28
doubt
months.
it.
She's been a massive
Unlikely.
coward thus far.
To be fair to her, she's 5 and 2. For that reason.
Radiant are
True.
scanning.
True.
Why take a chance?
It just feels like every time she activates her ult, there's a runaway
Right.
happening right afterwards.
I think some people, when they play carry, mistake the role of carry for I'm very important and I mustn't die, rather than I am the one hero that once all the BKBs come out, everyone's big, I will have the items and the skills and the attributes to kill those people. That's your job. Your job is to kill Sven and to kill Viper, because no one else on your team really can, apart from Shallot maybe against Sven. But Viper can pretty much kill everyone else. Maybe Clinks could, if he gets lucky and no one else is helping Viper. But essentially your job in these fights here is to go kill those big heroes that pop their BKBs, because you do enough right-click damage. The rest of your team, other than Clinks, do not. You cannot be a coward and just look for pickoffs on the supports. You're not a 3 or a 4 or a 5. You are the Uno. The carry is not just there to live. The carry is there to carry. That's the point. Daniel has a Minotaur.
To survive, but to thrive.
Very well said, sir. Atos coming out into Gleipnir on Viper. There is a Roche. I don't know if they can do it. I doubt it. So Reg has taken the Illusion Escape. Who got the...
Oh, here comes the smoke.
Oh, that was a trick to
Oh
clone.
no!
Oh my god! They dropped everything on the illusion! Shallot might still be in trouble here. They have to fight this! Shallot down! Didn't get his Lotus Orb off in time. And they go straight into Roche. Here comes Super looking for a hook. Misses. Wow, so that looked like a start. They baited them perfectly, but no. Sanjin Yasha is very popular these days because of the stage resistance and all that stuff. It's just a very, very strong item.
I don't know why she has the Minotaur Horn. I feel like that would be good on like...
I honestly give it to Dave.
I think she should keep the what's it called? The sliver.
Yeah.
Titan Sliver?
That's really good. She's
Yeah.
got the S and Y to stack up the stats. It's gonna be good. And she's already got a BKB, don't really need to find them.
Agreed. I mean, honestly, I would say give it to Dave. Clinks has a BKB, just give it to Dave Yognot. He can charge in there. He's taken the ninja gear, which I'm not sure about. I guess actually, if he pops it for charging in,
very old school SB.
This is.
New school SB is usually pretty much getting the shard at some point.
Right, the shard is super good.
The shard is just very good. Even the axe is not bad.
Oh, they might find.
Oh no!
Done.
Oh my god! Shallot's gonna go down, but they're gonna get a couple here.
Oh my god, Evil Teddy's tearing them apart.
He is. He absolutely huge now. Dave is fairly tanky. Oh no, Dave. Oh, he's alright.
He used the drum charge at some point.
He did! He did just then to run away, I think.
No,
maybe.
It was a little bit
he used it
that.
in the fight, did he? Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
So they got two, but that was... they didn't even need rock there. And that did not look good. Evil Teddy.
You can do anything about Evil Teddy at the moment.
No.
He's pretty strong.
I mean, I think the only way they've got to control him really is Dave. Like, Dave just needs to stay on Evil Teddy, keep him occupied, hope for some bashes, use your ult on him. Shallot has started to die at the start of these fights, which is a real concern because they need Shallot alive to kill Sven. Did he not even use his ult for that fight? Or had it just come back up?
On who?
Evil Teddy.
I think it's. I don't think he used his ult in that fight.
Wow.
He used it.
He just used it. No, but he just used it to push the building, so...
Yeah, so he didn't use it in that previous fight.
Dave! Why are you cancelling?
Dave.
Now you're dead,
now he's
buddy!
baited his Kieran in.
Oh, no.
Kieran versus Daniel.
Oh, nice from Daniel. Well played,
It
Daniel.
turns out
Daniel wiser.
He is more wise.
Does that mean we take away Kieran's the wise?
We can't take it away, Cock. We don't have that power, but... Sadly.
He's like the wise from a different realm. So.
Right.
Terry, your ult!
He may well be the wisest in that realm, but that realm just isn't smart.
That's the Aegis!
Doesn't go down. Sarah might be in some trouble now.
She popped her BKB really early. There's Shallot. There goes Sarah.
I
GG.
I mean, she does have buyback, but they probably just call it this. I don't think Red does buyback. Yeah, they just call it.
Dire's bottom
Quick
tower
Euro
is under
update.
attack.
There's a red card for Sweden. He kicked at one of the Ukrainians, and his leg went the wrong way, and it was pretty gross.
Oh wow.
Ugh.
Dire's middle
Yikes.
tower
Yeah.
has fallen.
GG has been called. So how far into actual time are they?
They're 9 minutes in, but a lot of it has been sitting around
Radiant
looking at this injured lad. So,
That's a shame.
yeah.
Classic Swedes, eh? Classic fucking Swedes.
Gosh.
MVP. I guess Daniel? Evil
what?
Teddy?
Daniel did.
I'm gonna say Daniel Lewise. Sorry, I'm gonna say Evil Teddy. Daniel did
Sure.
great, but he also picked Viper, which is easy mode. Hugh got 25 assists and was pretty decent, but Evil Teddy was I thought he did well in a lane that he should have struggled in. That might have been down to Shallot not being great on Timber, but he absolutely carried his team. So I would say Evil Teddy, but it's up to you guys.
Yeah, we'll go with Evil Teddy. I think I like Hugh's plays. His rocks were good. I like his set a lot.
Is Plague around, or are we just going to be Yumi and Cockin all night? I'm happy either way. I just didn't want to not let Plague know that he can join us if he wishes.
Yeah, if Plague is on.
No, you're
get him
sticking
in.
around. That's it. I mean, you're fucking in
Okay.
here for the duration, buddy. Super Duper News says,
All
GG
right.
Sarah, you did well. Shocking.
Untrue.
Shallot is a
see it.
mad lad on Timber. Incorrect.
I don't know about that one either.
Died a lot. Red
I
card.
feel like we watched him learn Timber though. I think he got better at it.
Perhaps. Oh, not mad as in good, as in goes in no matter what. I see. Well, I don't think that's the correct use of mad lad then. That's my personal opinion.
I mean, I could see how you could make that argument, but just use a different adjective. Crazy is
Bad would be another.
bad. Yeah.
Absolute loon. Yeah, loon. Loon is a good one. So I was watching some of the Tour de France. Mark Cavendish did something pretty special apparently. I don't really follow the Tour, so I wasn't. He did win a sprint, which was pretty nuts, but I don't know anything about the Tour de France. But watching it, the French lad, the lad who runs it at the end, he came up and he was saying, "Oh, this is in French, he was saying this is amazing and what an achievement." And he was talking, and it occurred to me, and I know, Cock, you obviously come across a lot more French in Canada than we do, and obviously being in Ontario, you're obviously very close to Quebec, so you probably hear a lot more of it.
I've got friends who live in a French community.
Right.
In Ontario.
So to me,
Wizard Screen Image just
Hold on.
resubbed for 20 months.
thank you for the sub. For me, French is a much simpler language than English, and is almost sort of more rigid and locked, and doesn't change anywhere near as much as English. If you think about English and how flexible it is, and how varied all the different dialects and accents and all the rest of it are, French seems to me a much more rigid language. Because there was this guy on TV was chatting, and I recognized a lot of the words that he was using, but there are just certain words that they're lacking a specific word for it. It's more like a combination of words equals this.
Right.
So I just thought it was interesting, because obviously French is, to me as an Englishman, a dying language in a way, because it's just not spoken anywhere near as widely as English. And
I
indeed,
had
a
fun
lot of
playing Last Time Simulator.
Thank you, Sarah. And a lot of people in France take English words and use them. Like le weekend, for example, is a classic example.
Mm-hmm.
And the French government stepped in and said, no, you mustn't do that. You have to use the French terminology. We're going to ban all these English words that are coming in. Because they know They know that if this carries on, it's going to get to the point where people are just going to get sick of speaking French and just speak a mix of French and English. And as English continues to evolve and have new words added in, because of the influence of America, basically, and Hollywood and all the rest of it, and all these big companies out of America, what is French doing generally? What has it done for me lately? It's shoehorned into the Olympics because they announce everything in English and French.
For 9 months.
And I'm thinking, I guarantee you most people that speak French outside of France also speak English. So it's basically because the French invented the Olympic Committee or whatever and set it all up. We have to speak French. So they'll announce everything in English and then in French, as if everyone cares. As if everyone cares. They don't. You could just do it in English and nobody would give a damn. Anyway, that's my point made.
Yeah. There's quite a mix of points, but I think...
Basically,
yeah,
France bad.
Basically, France bad. I agree.
But I love France. I love going there. And it's a lot of fun. And, I love French food. And France is just beautiful. And there's a lot of stuff that they do right. But they just need to understand that, I'm sorry, French is a dead language. Je suis désolé.
I use that one a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's a classic for me.
Feedback from that game, says Dave Yognot. Holy shit. Dave, you did
Do
nothing.
more things.
You did nothing for like half of that game, dude. Like, literally nothing. Just standing about. I think one of the things that you guys lack is confidence in suggesting things to your team. You need to say, if you're just going to fucking stand around and the rest of your team are hitting creeps, you should be able to spot heroes that are out of position. Clinks and Spirit Breaker is a gank potential, especially once Clinks gets Orchid. You should be looking for that guy who's overextended to farm one more wave. TP over there, say to the Clinks, we can kill this guy top, absolutely. You feel like you get yelled at for hitting creeps. No, you walked past creeps that you could hit, and then you decided to hit the Ancients a couple of times, and then ended up just stacking them. You guys just didn't really... you just didn't do anything. The whole point of Spirit Breaker is you're a ganking hero. Also, if one of your teammates is getting gone on, you are not as important as them if you're the 4. You should be charging in there and saving shallot, saving heroes. That's your job. Saving heroes by being a disruptive influence, getting in there, you charge in, you break everything up, you use your ult on someone, you die, but who cares? That's one big thing that you could do. That you didn't. But yeah, it's just, in general, a lot of nothing. A lot of doing absolutely nothing. Any thoughts on the ITB supporter pack? What would you add for the next?
Breach.
I've never heard of it. Into the Breach supporter pack.
Well, it's one of like the teams, like the Dota teams that you can buy the support pack from. They're the UK team. Well, they got two UK lads.
I didn't know there was a UK team.
And Xantic.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what he means by any thoughts. I don't know what was wrong with it or what was right.
I thought you meant the video game Into the Breach.
Yeah, I thought that's what he meant too.
Radiant
I don't-
team ban.
I
Dire team ban.
considering that I'm gonna assume he means to do with Dota.
Yeah, I assume.
So there must be something wrong. Someone who's more well informed or reads Reddit for like 24/7, they can tell us.
Yeah, what are the complaints been?
Sarah's messaging me like, "Were my items okay? BKB earlier. I think your items are okay."
5 seconds.
You were just a gutless coward, Sarah.
You just played poorly.
You had a window where you guys were on top, and there were a couple of fights where the fight started, Sarah, and you were fucking took to the hills. I just don't understand. Why are you playing carry if you never want to fight the fights that you're taking as a team? It was just cowardly.
Now she's mad at me because I revealed it on stream. I'm always down to slate Sarah.
Honestly, I haven't bought any of the supporter packs. Where even are they? Store? Where do I see them?
How long does extra time usually last?
Pro gear?
Half an hour.
Okay.
Where
15 minutes either way.
where do you see the supporter packs? Or can you not buy them anymore?
I have no idea. It used to be like you just clicked on the front page and
The watch tab,
Direct.
supporters club. I'll be honest with you. I haven't been following the pro scene very closely. There's Into the Breach.
I've got an EG bronze badge, but I mean,
So
it's
there
very
is
expensive.
a team badge. You get some emotes. What's the cup of tea about? It's because we're British. And then there's keep calm and carry on and you what, mate? And then the voice lines.
You what, mate? In it, bruv.
How many? I don't know what else you could do, in all honesty, because that's all you can do is badges, a couple of voice lines, and that's it. I think you need
10 seconds remaining.
you need to think about memes related to your team. I think that's it. Like, you need to make it personal, so it needs to be
Radiant team.
what can we put on this pack that literally people are going to know immediately that that's us. And if you're a newer team or a less well-known team, that's obviously difficult. But I think that's tough. Loan me your voice for the next one. I mean, I've just confessed on stream I hadn't heard of your team, so it's not a great look, is it?
Wait, is he like the?
He's the org manager, yeah.
Ah, wow,
Let's see.
very cool. Yeah, you could do some voice lines, Ted, mate.
I don't
Just,
mind, yeah.
That'd be great.
Do your whoa that sort of thing.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I mean, that might also get you guys some more.
5
Certainly, I know a
seconds
couple of
remaining.
people in the Discord that would buy it, so it might be good. But yeah, sure. Next time, let me know. I'll follow you on Twitter, and you can DM me next time you're doing something like this. What's your Twitter handle? Rum or whiskey? Whiskey all the time. I'm not a rum drinker at all. Can't stand it. Too sweet.
I am. Love some rum. It's the pirate's drink.
Cock, you come
I
from.
thought pirate's drink was grog.
You're a glue-obsessed
10
Canadian.
seconds
You're not a
remaining.
pirate, dude. Okay? You're not a pirate.
Radiant
Put it from your
team
mind.
ban. Dire team
Well,
ban.
What's in grog?
It's just like alcohol and then like water, I think, is what grog is.
That's every alcoholic drink ever, Cock.
Yeah, but it's just like rubbing alcohol and water. It's like really
Team
gross.
ban.
From what I understand. I
Rubbing
might be wrong.
alcohol and water?
Team
I think they just put like alcohol, like they just put like straight.
No! I'm gonna look up grog.
I don't know. I'm
Grog.
I think I heard that somewhere. It might be wrong.
team pick.
Any of a variety of alcoholic beverages. The word originally referred to rum diluted with water.
Right.
So it was nicknamed Old Grogram after Vice Admiral Edward Vernon, who wore a coat of grogram cloth.
10
So they called it
seconds
Old
remaining.
Grogram because it was melted, diluted rum.
5
It was
seconds
first
remaining.
cited in around the 18th century, mid 18th century. So there you go. So it was just shit rum. I mean, you're at sea for a long time. You don't want to run out of rum. You have fucking mutiny on your hands. A fucking mutiny on your hands.
Dire team pick.
Disruptor.
Anyway, to Slay the Minotaur, yes, I mean, I'm always happy to help UK orgs, UK
Radiant
Dota
team
teams
pick.
represent. So if you need anything, just let me know.
Radiant team ban. Dire team
Templar assassin.
TA? Who's Hemp Farmer?
I don't know, but they're in the Goon Guild.
Who's
They're
Franz?
Beats me.
Who's Alex?
Ari can explain
Alex
everything.
10
is.
seconds.
I think I've seen Alex
Team
before.
ban.
Oh, by the way, do you guys know Frankie? Get Frank? She's
Yeah, the CS:GO.
yeah, she does that kind of stuff. She's been learning Dota with with Purge. With Purge. And she
gonna
wanted
say
to
Plague,
yeah,
okay,
no,
no,
with
no.
Plague. And she wanted to she's complaining on Twitter about the fact that it's hard to get a game where you're playing against other people that are also shit.
Remaining.
And I said you should play in our fucking in-houses.
Get
So
in, yeah.
I don't think next week, but maybe the week after, she's going to play in the in-houses when she's back from IEM, whatever that she's going to. So I thought we'll get her in. I don't think she's played much, but she generally plays carry, and she's been learning from Purge. so
Okay.
she can't be that bad. So we're going to get her in. We had a
I
conversation
would like
on
to
Twitter.
see her come here and just whoop everyone's ass.
That would be
Put them in
amazing.
their place.
We'd be like, she's in there for one game. We're like, she's too good for the
Dire
in-house.
team bad.
And KBJ's been here
Hemp
since the
farmer's been, by the
beginning
way.
and is yet to improve. What's that?
Hemp farmer has been.
Hemp farmer
Trans
is Bean. I see.
unknown.
Okay, and Alex?
Alex has been here before, but
Radiant
he's not
pick.
very often.
Okay.
There's a lot of incidental contacts in football that people really like to roll around on the ground for.
Yeah.
I'm not for that.
No one's for that. But it's unfortunately just the way the game has gone. The fact
10
that
seconds remaining.
it is just tactically better to do that.
To dive?
5 seconds
Yeah.
remaining.
Yeah, it's just part of the game. I mean, if bear in mind, Cock, that a good dive can be really, really helpful for your team. And essentially, if the other team don't want you to be able to dive, stop putting your fucking hands on people. Stop kicking them in the shins. Stop putting in these stupid nothing challenges where you're nowhere near the ball. Because here's the thing. Football it should be a game about attacking and goals. And defending should be hard. If it's easy to defend because you can just boot the fuck out of people, less goals, less fun, game sucks. If you as a defender or a midfielder or anybody are running alongside someone and pulling their shirt and kicking them, if, yes, technically they could stay on their feet, you've gained an advantage by doing that. You've gained an advantage by pulling their shirt and slowing them down or kicking them in the leg and throwing them off balance. For what? For what? Fucking fall over, take the free kick, get them punished. That's the way it works. If you don't like it, don't fucking kick people. Easy. Play properly. Play better football. If you have to resort to booting people up in the fucking air because you're shit, don't cry when people fall over when you fucking push them over.
Yeah, I guess it is technically like a non-contact sport, right? Or is it
Sort
meant
of.
to be?
It's semi-contact. I mean, there are shoulder charges. It's expected that if two players are going up for a header, they're going to come into contact. But the difference is that if you'll see this a lot in football, someone's running with the ball and people will be pulling them and tugging them and kicking them, and when they fall over, people are like, "Oh, he dived." It's like, yeah, you're right. Technically, he could have stayed on his feet, but why the fuck should he? Why the fuck should he? Why should the player with the ball stay on his feet when someone's just booting them up the backside because they were too shit to get the ball off them? That's bullshit. We've got Wyvern Tide Disruptor, then TA Lifestealer, into Grim Lena Axe Rubik Slark.
It also says they each have a diving penalty like hockey. There is a diving
Yeah.
penalty. Where have you been?
No, but I think that, I mean, so this is something that my mate was talking about for a while, is that let's say I'm clean through on goal and you drag me down in midfield, right? Like literally drag me down in midfield. I'm clean through on goal. All it is a red card and a free kick. If in rugby you do that, you get a penalty try, right? But we don't do stuff like that in football. So if you dive or if you commit a bad foul anywhere on the pitch, it's a penalty.
Okay.
That would potentially change the game. Remove diving. But I'll be honest with you, as much as I fucking hate VAR and what it's done to football, it has cleaned up that aspect of it. You don't see the kind of dives you used to see. Because if it goes to VAR and they look at it and they're like, he fucking dived, you're getting booked instead. Tide looks pregnant. Agreed.
That's just what beer does to you.
That's true. But I don't know, people complain about diving in football a lot, but I would complain about the fact that if you watch a game of football, there's a lot of people who just boot people. And a lot of pulling and shoving. And what are attacking players meant to do? Just fucking ride that out? Oh, God forbid I try to run somewhere with the ball. I deserve this.
In the past, in like
Oh my
80s
God.
and 90s football, a lot of the players would just be thugs.
Yeah.
Effectively, just there to boot people around.
So one thing they used to do, Cock, was something called the reducer, which is where early on you just come at someone super hard, like studs up, 2-footed, knock them on their ass just to let them know, don't try and go past me again. And you know you're only going to get a yellow because it's the 70s. Now, if you go in 2-footed, you're getting a fucking straight red if it's the first minute or the last. Now, you can complain all you like and say it's, oh, fucking football's too soft these days. All right, go watch rugby. Like, genuinely, if you want to see people getting booted up in the air and thrown to the ground, go for it. There are lots of sports out there. MMA. Go watch MMA. I want to see beautiful goals and good football. I don't want to see people just getting booted for 90 minutes. They have
This is
snuck
this is right
around.
here. This is.
But Sethwa's read it like a fucking book. Jeez, that wyvern set is obnoxious.
Here comes Alex.
Look at that shit.
Yeah, that is
What is
crazy.
that?
Here we go. Nothing's going to happen. Nutkin just walking to his doom. Cheesy, go in. Get the tide.
man's done.
Focus the tide. Focus the tide. Pick a target, you goons. They get one. They get one. He's literally standing there for like 20 seconds, and they're all just like, "Oh, what do we do? Oh my god!" Lads, there are enemies in this game. I didn't know we were playing that game mode. Mid laner against TA. Yeah, okay. I think this is going to be fairly even once Franz gets a few levels in Dragon Slave, because he can just farm the creeps with Dragon Slave, stay way back from TA. They're not going to really be able to harass each other. Because Franz should be quick enough.
What hero he should play for the game.
Who did?
And Wogan did.
Oh, he played TA the other week and he wasn't bad.
Yeah, well that's why I wanted him to play TA. I told him to pick TA and for the love of God ban Viper.
Right.
And it looks like it's worked out.
A little bit of coaching there from Ashwin. I thought it was going to be.
It's not complicated. There's one hero, pretty much. I mean, also Huskar, but none of these guys are going to be Huskar. One hero you need to worry about.
Right.
TA. That's all you got to learn. It's not hard.
You timed out Super Pun Mans?
Good.
Super Scum Mans, more like. Get him out!
Yeah.
Want some pointers?
So, chat is saying it wasn't a red card. That
the guy in the pink shirt who was clearly the ref, pulled a red card out of his shirt.
Right. But I mean, what they're saying is that's never a red card, as in it shouldn't have been a red card.
Okay.
Sorry for the use of lingo there.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I wouldn't know. His leg went the wrong way. I mean, it looked pretty gross. I don't know if that.
But so Gary Lineker himself has said that if you look at it in slow mo, obviously it looks bad, but essentially he's perfectly entitled to try to clear the ball. By the way, well done on the pull here, Squiff. Well done. Managed to get a pull going, get his tide some farm. Nice to see.
There's been a lot of, like, half of this extra time is just, like, sitting around and looking at injuries.
I mean, neither team wants to take a chance. So, for a while, Cock, in football, there was something called golden goal, where, in extra time, whoever scored first won. And it was because, at the time, there was a lot of complaints that extra time was really boring, and it was just like, you know...
Wait, is that not how it works now?
No. So, golden goal died. For a while, they tried something called silver goal, which is that if a team scores at the start of... in the first half of extra time, if a team scores, and if at the end of that period the opposing team has not scored a reply, it's over. So there is no second half of extra time. So extra time is 2 periods of 15 minutes.
Right.
At the moment. So they tried golden goal. There was only one game settled by golden goal. Oh, jeez, he's dead. Well played, 85. So they had golden goal, which was, you know, you score, you win, and people didn't like that because what happened was teams just played ultra defensively because they were so terrified of giving a goal away. So it just killed the game. Whereas now it's just straight up extra time. But neither team wants to take a chance. They're both probably thinking, well, look, it's going to be pretty much 50-50 if it goes to pens because, you know, that's penalties for you. I mean, Christ, France lost a penalty shootout. Anyone can lose a penalty shootout.
Yeah, it's not been super interesting this extra time. In hockey, we've got the golden goal, but hockey's a much faster paced game, so.
How long does a game of hockey last?
3 periods of 20 minutes, so 60 minutes total.
And what is a power play?
A power play is when the opposing team takes a penalty, like they slash a guy or high stick a guy, they get a 2-minute penalty or a
Radiant's
5-minute
middle tower
penalty,
is under attack.
depending on the severity of the penalty.
And that guy's out of the game.
He's out of the game.
He's in the
for
sin
that
bin.
duration of time.
Okay.
Yeah, in the sin bin. And the team that got hit, like not penalized, now has a power play because it's 5 players on 4 players.
Right.
So that 5-player team
Okay,
is on.
so question 2. How can you be offside in hockey?
It's depends on the. So there's blue lines on the
Right.
rink. If you're across those blue lines into the attacking zone before the puck is, that's offsides.
Okay.
So you can't be ahead of the puck going into the blue.
So you can't just goal hang, in other words, is what it is.
Yeah, you
Is there
can't.
anywhere
It's-
you can't shoot from?
No. You can shoot
It's
from
in-
anywhere.
in field
Obviously.
hockey.
Because goalies have scored, right? Like, that's a thing that's
Yeah.
happened.
Goalies do score sometimes.
In field
It's
hockey,
pretty
you're
rare.
not allowed to score unless you're inside what's called the D. Like, unless the ball has made contact with someone inside the D, which is just like a D shape around the goal, then it's not a
Right.
goal. So even if you hit it in from halfway and it went off no one into the top corner, it would be a goal.
Yeah, that's not a thing. You can shoot from anywhere, but it's not gonna work probably if you're just shooting it from the halfway zone. NextWhiteDeath is gonna get this kill.
Yeah, he's got
so
a
many
double.
stacks.
Yeah. 2 permanent agi. So my only thing to squiff would be the Ring of Bassi, 0.5 mana regen. That's it. I don't think it's worth it, in all honesty. I think you're better off just buying Clarities and Mangoes, because the power of Disruptor in lane, not against Slark because he can purge it off, but against his support, is that you just stick Thunderstrike on him over and over and over again, and if he tries to trade with you, he's not only taking your right clicks, he's getting Thunderstruck, and like, that's what I love, maxing Thunderstrike. You can get so many kills with it, the walk away, all of it. There, Thunderstrike, and just click. There's a ward right here, buddy. You're going to walk right past it. Please see it, Squiff. He's seen it. Oh, no, he's looking. He's seen it. There it is. Nice. 128 quid.
So Wogan is ahead on CS in the mid lane, but he did die once.
He is ahead. That's true. He's a pos 4 puss. He's not a pos 5. And also, I think Tide's actually gone phase, so that might be why. Like, his mana regen is actually not bad. I'm just thinking it's going to set him back on getting what he needs.
If he clicked that on the creep instead, he would have got it.
Eat them both!
Get him, Bean. Get him, Bean. Blam, blam, blam.
No.
He's out.
Wham!
Like, Disruptor
Wham, wham.
needs mana boots, and he ain't going to get them.
Wham!
I'm quite upset at the Rubik
This is expensive.
right now, because I cannot pronounce his name.
That's
I refuse to
425
do so.
quid for 1 mana regen. That's all I'm saying. It's a lot of money. Doesn't build into anything, does it? That he's going to build?
Let's go, just say Sethwa.
He might get a
I
veil?
can't. You know I can't.
What do you mean you
Just
can't
use
say
the
Sisedwa? Say Suz.
Sisedwa.
Say Suz.
Says
Now say F.
F.
Now say
Wa.
W.
Sasedwa.
Yeah.
There you go, it's just that
Okay.
easy. It is just that easy.
I've had trouble with it in previous.
Do it, Cheesy! Woo! That was early!
dunk.
That was early, sir!
I get it. That's a death for France.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Just saying, he'd have mana boost now if he hadn't bought the Bassi. That's all I'm saying. Look at that, he's got 425 quid. That costs 425 quid. That's mana
This
boots.
Wyvern set, what is this? It's just like clipping through the floor.
Weird, isn't it?
What's going on?
Is this out of the new treasure? Is this a battle pass?
Yeah.
It's pretty nutty. He looks like a fucking Pokemon. He looks like one of
Some
their
guys, yeah.
Pokemon
He looks like a Yu-Gi-Oh
XD or
card.
whatever they're called.
No, I think Yu-Gi-Oh is probably more a
Yu-Gi-Oh.
better description because it's a bit more kind of.
Ukraine scored.
Did they?
Super late, apparently.
Radiant's middle tower
Excellent
is under
news.
attack.
Not on my stream, but apparently
You're delayed, bro.
I'm delayed. No.
Way!
Tower is under attack.
Holy shit, they have. Yeah. It was a great shot and a great finisher.
A great finisher there from the
Great
guys.
finish there.
Great
And
finish.
Great
that's it all.
finisher. Goal score for the Ukraine. Great to see a great finisher there, guys.
Radiant
Lift him, Sised! Oh, nice. Well played. Well played.
What
well
a
played.
body block.
If only,
If only Squiff had mana boots, he could get mana for Ravage. They probably could have done something there. Squiff dead. Franz coming in. Zoopity zoop 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 zoop.
Dyer's top
Keep running, but he's just going to Dragon Slave you in picosecond. Bizowza! There we go.
feed the flames.
The goal hasn't happened online yet. I see.
They're checking for offside.
They always check for VAR. VAR is a standard check. Oh shit!
Yes,
Wogan!
Yes,
Oh! Wogan!
He is a god of the game.
Sprang into life like a coiled
He really
snake.
does get it. He just gets it.
Goal! Ukraine have done it!
That should help.
According to the BBC website. Dovbik in the 120th minute.
Dolphic.
Dovbik with the goal! Great night for Ukraine football! Can you believe it? Dovbik!
They have a guy
Ravage!
called-
Ravage, you goobers! Oh, they don't need to. Oh my god, if he lives, I'm gonna cry. He's dead. Alright, well.
Ukraine have a player called Merakevko.
Merakevko! He scores a goal for Ukraine! We have once again 120 minutes! Sweden! Go home crying now! Ukraine wins! Oh! Oh! An outplay! Sised was up your ass!
It's like we're here with two commentators. Ukrainian like kind of token pickup for the game, and then like the English.
What do you think about that one, Yuri? A great goal for Ukraine! Cannot believe! Oh, hello. You must ravage, sir!
He doesn't have it. Doesn't matter.
He did have it, and then he lost it. He had it, and he lost it. Oh, whoa,
Yes.
God!
Yes, woe god.
Splot.
Where does this come from?
Power. It is corruption.
He's
Radiant's
just playing
middle tower
super
has
well.
Well, this time we were really impressed with him at one point because he was playing heroes like this and owning lads, and then he decided, you know what, lads, I'm going to play an Invoker and be useless. I'm going to play Morphling and be useless, and he, as predicted, became useless. He needs to go back to his roots, which he has, and he's done phenomenally.
Scientists have detected 2 collisions between a neutron star and a black hole in the space of 10 days.
Wow. Look at that. Oh, is that a LIGO?
Let's have a look. Well, I'm just going to focus on Woe God. Give the people something to watch.
Oh, I think the other project is called Release or something.
Researchers predicted that such collisions would occur, but did not know how often. The observations could mean that some ideas of how stars and galaxies form may need to be revised. The results are fantastic. We have to go back to the drawing board and rewrite our theories, he said effusively. We've learned a bit of a lesson again. When we assume something, we tend to be proved wrong after a while, so we have to keep our minds open and see what the universe is telling us. Whoa! The double silence, very nice.
The big call.
Alex,
No,
Kazazu, Wazuza. Franz, well played. Both objects are cosmological monsters. But black holes are considerably more massive than neutron stars. In the first collision, which was detected on the 5th of January 2020, a black hole 6.5 times the mass of our Sun crashed into a neutron star that was 1.5 times more massive than our parent star. In the second collision, picked up just 10 days later, a black hole of 10 solar masses merged with a neutron star of 2 solar masses. When objects as massive as these collide, they create ripples in the fabric of space called gravitational waves. And it is these ripples the researchers have detected.
So did it say where they detected them?
Much of the R&D work necessary for the breakthrough was done at Europe's Geo 600 laser interferometer. I'm sure you'll read more about it, but it doesn't say
Very
anything
interesting.
about LIGO.
Within 10 days, that's crazy. That's crazy. Some crazy shit.
Yeah, it must happen a lot, and they've just gotten lucky with these two, I guess.
Well, those black holes and neutron stars are pretty light for black holes. Only 5
Right.
solar masses, like Or 600.
Yeah, what kind of black hole you rocking here, bro? It's
Well, I
nothing.
mean, that is like probably as low as you can get from general star formation.
It didn't sound impressive.
No, it's not.
Nutkin going blink. Wogan is 4-2. Yeah. Oh, and they managed to kill Wyvern. Got his ult off, but to no avail. In goes NextWhiteDeath,
Oh
straight
my
into the
God.
Ravage. Here's Bean.
This has not worked out well for them.
No.
They
Oh
are
my God, Tide is
completely-
super dead. Bean is hopped inside an eagle. It will not help him, sir. No. Alex going for the body blocks. There's
Here
a glimpse
goes
as well,
Wogan.
bringing someone else. Franz is in there.
No, Wogan.
Wogan there. He's going to get one more click on NextWhiteDeath, but no, he's still alive. He is silenced, but that's it. Look at Wogan play. I swear sometimes he's got his brother or
Man.
something playing for him.
He's got miles in.
Oh my God, some of these. fucking-
He's really like using his spells and shit. Like it's impressive.
It is.
Axe not even there. Axe just got it. Vanguard, is this a blink flying out? You bet it is.
It's
The
just because
power
TA
spike.
is a relatively simple hero. It's just about blinking in and then clicking things. Or he doesn't even have the blink yet, so all he's doing is clicking.
But he's doing. He's using his traps. He's using his
when you
spells.
don't have to worry about 12 spells or turning into the right hero,
Right.
I think it gets easier.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
And he does better.
I just had a quick Google, and the Ukrainian football team have 7 players whose surnames end with Enko.
Yep.
Well, Croatia's have pretty much everyone ending in IC.
Itch.
Like when you hear them play, it's just like
Modric,
Modric.
Klasic, Persic, Stevic, Belic, into Kromnich, and Spankic with the goal! Yeah, very popular appendix on the end of the Croatian names.
I wonder if it means like sun or something.
Nah.
That's what they all mean. Have you seen that photo of the Japanese baseball game where they had to come up with the American names?
For what?
I did not.
I'll look this up and find it for you.
I mean,
If it's a video, send it to me.
Most English-speaking surnames are just like old jobs,
Yeah.
like Cooper, like I think make shoes or something like that.
I mean, our
And
names
that's
mean
probably-
stuff, and they are mainly jobs, yeah.
Radiant's top
Edward
tower
means
is under attack.
guardian of the wealthy.
Radiant's
Oh.
top tower.
So my job was to just look after rich people. Fucking typical.
Edward.
Edward! Ward the Eds! Yes, sir! I mean, sire! Off with his head. That's what happened to all my ancestors. They said sir instead of sire. Got in big trouble for it back
So
in the day.
Wogan did leave a pupil skip behind here, but
Good on him.
someone might go pick it up. You never know.
So this is from these are fake American names from a Japanese baseball game from the 80s. It looks like. So I'll read you a couple of them. Sleeve McDykel,
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Sean Furcoat, Mike Truck,
To be fair, that's a very American name.
Mike Truck.
Bobson Dugnut, Todd Gonzalez.
Nice.
Mike Truck. That is genuinely.
There's a
bad.
fight top! The silence is down on Slark. He's been glimpsed, but too early. Now he's just coming back in. Nutkin, hit it! Hit it, baby!
Got out, man.
Why is he waiting? He had mana for ages! Now the fight is lost. Bean's going in. I don't know what he's holding on for. Oh no. The Wyvern curse was really not very impressive.
Cheesy bacon, you gotta be more patient with these culling blades, man.
But what is going on with Nutkin Tide? You've got to use your spells here, buddy. Just decided not to. Just decided not to.
I can't get it. I can't get over Mike Truck.
Tower is under attack.
Oh, it's written Mike Truck TRUK.
TRUK, yeah. Daryl Archideld is another one.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I love the idea some Japanese programmers were told, come up with some of the most American names you can come up with. And they were like, ah, shit, what do you know, like Mike Truck. They're all called shit like Mike Truck, right? Yeah. Just fucking put Mike Truck in.
Dwight Rorchigal.
White Rorchigal.
Dwight is spelled
Oh,
D-W-I-G-T, no H.
So Dwigged.
Dwig, yeah.
Portugal.
They've almost got it.
They have. But I just love that. I love that so much.
Do they just do they just know like kind of what English sounds like and just make up?
I mean,
names like
this
that?
was probably a game made in the 80s or the early 90s. So, pre-internet, you can't just Google American names.
Yeah.
You have to just think about American names you'd heard. What kind of names sound American to you? I don't know. Dweegle McFlubel. Yeah. Stick that in. Mike Truck. Love it.
Ray
Put it
McScriff.
in. Ray McScriff. That is absolutely perfect.
They're pretty good. I like them.
They are so good.
Wogan is unfortunately dead again.
He
He's
is.
by himself.
Will Cheesy Bacon get a dunk this game? That is the question we must ask. He needs a blink on TA. He's working on one. Woo-hoo-hoo! Now he ravages. Now there's literally no chance of a one fight. That's the time. Woo!
Alursa just resubbed for 1 month.
Well, I think Radiant have lost this one.
It's no C, just TRUK.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
I mean, I guess American names must sound very strange to Japanese people because they don't end in a vowel. It's like pretty much every, I think every word ends in a vowel in Japan. At the very least, every syllable does, right?
Boots has changed his name to Mike Truck.
In game?
Yeah, like his Steam name.
Oh, I thought you meant like that he was in this game and had done something.
No, he's not in this game.
Oh, nice! Big call! Catches 3! Holy shit! Cheesy Bacon! Getting the job done! Oh my god, this is
Give him, yes, Cheesy Bacon.
such a walloping. Holy shit.
Use his calling blade correctly.
Wow, what a call! Three-man call. Beautiful. Beautiful. Sleeve McDykel? Sleeve.
Sleeve McDykel's pretty good.
Sleeve.
Jim Milliams. It's my favorite.
Radiant's top tower
Sleeve
is under attack.
and McDykel's. Milliams is funny because you know they mean Williams.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
What is it, Liz? It's something like Milliams. Yeah, Milliams. It's definitely Milliams.
Bottom tower
You sure it's not Williams? No. It's Milliams, definitely. There's no Williams. It's ridiculous. Yeah, that would have been like one of those Japanese baseball games or American football games they used to churn out. That's so funny. John.
This one's so close.
Okay.
This one's so close. John Armstrong. Not Armstrong, Armstrong. It's just a random A in there.
Oh, they've gone for the smoke. They've got everything. Who do they lead with? Preferably Nutkin. Oh, they're going to go into Roche. They're not going to do it? I would just fucking go for it at that point.
This is a fog play.
I would listen to Riley's podcast. He should do one. If I can do one, anyone can do one. Because I have nothing interesting to say. You should. You need to get a guest on.
I don't know what I'd do with it. You have to have like a premise.
And I were thinking of doing a podcast with someone.
Different guest every week.
As always, it always falls through these ideas.
The Canuck cast. You just get a different Canadian on every week. I'm here with Steve Truck, and we're going to talk about honey.
Mike Truck.
Mike Truck. No, you couldn't get Mike Truck, mate. I reckon you might get Steve Truck.
Steve Truck. His brother.
No, Alex, no. Poor. But they did get a gill. The in-houses have been pretty bad. So Ukraine. We're going to face Ukraine.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, obviously we're going to lose, but I do fancy our chances against Ukraine. Like, more than I did against Germany. Germany, I was jumping for joy when we won. I was shouting, and Mrs. F had to tell me to shut up. You know, it was that kind of, holy shit, we've beaten Germany. Because it's typical that we would go out.
Again, we're back to the football, but when that Sterling goal went in,
yeah,
man, the living room was pogging off. They were pogging off.
I was sadly the only one pogging. My kids don't watch football. Mrs. F doesn't care, so it's just me. But on Saturday, one of my best mates, Dave, is coming up from Bournemouth, and Dave and his family, and he was like, "We're in London on Saturday. Fancy mobbing up and we'll watch a game." I was like, "Yeah, Dave, come around our place." She was like, "Come around our man," and Dave was alright, mate. I'll come around. Big call, big call. Easy. It's over.
Radiant's top tower is under
No buyback on Lifestealer. This is a mid lane. Time to disrespect the Ukrainian team for 4 days before they humiliate us. It is our way. To be fair to them, you know, they've gone through a lot in the last few years, Ukraine. Decent bunch of lads.
Yeah.
I know all the fucking Yanks that decided to go live in Ukraine are going to be cheering for him. Kyle and all those cunts. Fucking, yeah, let's go Ukraine. Let's go Ukraine. I can hope we win. Eat it, nerds.
Well, I mean, generally speaking, as a general rule, if you're not English, you probably want to see England lose, no matter what.
Fib. People love us.
The Irish love the Croatians so much.
It is honestly one of the best parts about England winning is not the fact that I'm happy about it winning. It's the fact that everyone else is so unhappy.
Yeah. Yeah! We get to be the bad guys. We're Darth Vader. And yeah, we won. Beating Germany was like the end of Empire Strikes Back. We defeated Luke, cut his fucking hand off, got rid of a son we didn't want. Easy. There's no comms here. There is no comms between Grimstroke and Slark. Heretic wants England to lose so football won't be everywhere. Just don't watch it, mate. It's not
only
difficult.
Like 3 weeks every 2
literally.
years or so. Jesus.
Fucking non-football fans are the worst. Scum. That is a paladin sword. Probably give it to Slark, who doesn't have an item. NextWhiteDeath, doing pretty well.
I don't think he's gonna. Oh, he might take it. He's got it on the courier.
It's on the courier. Why didn't he just hand it to him? He was right there. Someone's getting a glimmer.
He's got the Mindbreaker on the courier, rather.
Oh, I see.
And now he's giving it over.
Yes, all the mainland Euromen do get triggered by It's Coming Home. Sorry, we invented football. We're allowed to sing that. That's our one fucking thing. And it has never come home. God forbid we should live in hope. We invented fucking football! We invented it! It's our game! So yes, if we're going to sing about it coming home, suck it up. It's the only thing we get to do. And it never even comes home. It's a semi-ironic song. We're harking back to something that happened before most of us were born. That's the problem. They got no fucking sense of irony, the Euros. None. But it is not coming home. Yeah, we know. That's the point of the song. I do not see why they keep saying it is coming home, and it is clearly not coming home.
Oh, they might get the slug.
They
That's
do.
a big kill.
They do. Sisedwe would have forced off away. Didn't get the thing on him.
They might
Yeah!
Oh!
The Glimpsaroo, where you at? Yes, Squiff!
Well done.
Wow, he's living.
What a player.
The lads are on a comeback. Germany scored, but now England have equalised. It's coming home.
When was the last time England won a tournament?
1966.
We haven't
Holy
even
shit,
been
what?
in a final since
1966, Con.
That's like the Maple Leafs. I don't think we've won since 67.
Yep.
You doxed yourself. You just said like 2 hours ago, don't want to dox myself.
But he's not
Yeah,
from. He
but
doesn't live
everybody-
in Toronto.
Everybody in
And everybody's
everybody
a
in
fucking
Ontario.
Leafs
I already
fan.
said the Ontario Hockey
Oh,
League.
that's
We've
true,
only
yeah,
got
yeah.
one hockey team here.
True. Fucking Maple Leafs, eh?
They're in the Stanley Cup final.
Grats.
Yeah.
Well done.
Good
You
on 'em.
support the Man U of hockey.
Yeah. It's-
PFlax's
I'll come back and win this.
PFlax's fake accent sounds like Mojo Jojo from the Powerpuff Girls. Why would I understand that reference?
Who said that?
I don't even know who that is. Horgan did. What is a Mojo Jojo?
It's like the monkey guy.
What is he? German?
I'll post a picture. No, it's like a. It's just like a monkey with like a big brain.
But so which accent is he referring to?
Maybe.
don't know.
Maybe. I have no idea. I don't know much about Powerpuff Girls. I know there are 3 of them, and there are 3 colours, and I know one of them's called Buttercup.
Addy
That's about
Senpai
it.
says
There's
the Leafs are literally not in the Stanley Cup finals.
I said the Canadians are, but yeah, go on.
You said the Leafs.
Did I?
Yeah.
I think I said the Canadians.
No. Oh my goodness,
meant the
Axe could be in trouble here. Can we get a Ravage here? No. They get Axe. Franz is fighting Bean. Bean is going to lose. This is bad. 80
Where's
Fire
the curse?
has his fucking curse. You
Oh,
knew.
yes!
Oh my god,
Yes.
he's
Wow,
really flying.
okay, well
Franz,
done.
Holy shit.
God, just wait so long. It's like they wait until it's gone to shit before they use their spells. What could have been a one fight is now a desperate clinging on. Oh shit, Wogan's going in. There's the glimpse.
Oh my god. Look at France go. Oh my god. Finish him off. Oh.
Help him! Kill Franz! Do something to Franz!
God,
Oh my
Franz
God,
hits
Franz.
so fast. He's just owning them.
He's still got Laguna Blade.
I think Franz wants to go more here.
I think Franz might be
Really
too
good.
good for these in-houses.
Go on, Notkin, do it. Do it, Notkin.
Look at that shit!
Radiant structure.
He's done it!
There,
Oh my god, it's not gone well.
they weren't ready for it.
Oh
I
my
don't
god,
think
it's
he was-
really not gone well.
Oh no! Oh no.
Oh no, he still hasn't used the Laguna Blade.
It doesn't matter. Alex?
Oh, why would you put? Okay.
Okay, could have just TP'd out, but sure. Free TP.
Posted a picture of Mojo Jojo and Goons.
The Crusader 1 rando unknown who nobody has ever seen before appears to be quite good at Dota 2. Yeah, we just have to boot him, Area. It happens. It's not your fault, dude. Dude's got 20k net worth and is 15, 2, and 7. Fuck off. If you want to play
This is a
Dota,
very
come
legit
on.
account. This is the thing. It's a 2014 account. 1.7k matches.
Still too good.
The only thing that's suspicious is it might be an old account. because he only just Crusader won on Sunday, and there's no ranked game before that. So
Right.
it might well be an old account.
Okay.
I have no idea. But I've got nothing else apart from that.
I just don't understand why people do it from time to time. But yeah, Franz is clearly much better than everybody else in this game. No offense, but you're out. Has farmed well, has fought well, has played well overall. Overall knows what he's doing. Big call. Big curse. Well, there's the Aegis. That's something. Oh. Is Nutkin ever going to get Ravage off before dying? I don't think so. This lad, why buy a Blink, dude, if you're never going to fucking Ravage? Like, I just don't understand it. Just perpetually running in, getting silenced, holding on to Ravage. I don't know what for. So yeah, I think Nutkin has multiple times failed to get Ravage off. I think the last 3 fights he's failed to get it off. Has to get in there. The problem is he's their only front line, unless Wogan just goes in, right? So it's a tough one, but you can't be that. I think like he's working on a pipe. Probably just needed to get a fucking Lotus Orb or something.
They might have one more fight in them.
I don't think they do.
They have Curse to turn Ravage up. Wogan is available. They do need to get go though.
But then they've got to. Okay. They've gone.
They have no dust.
And they're stolen Ravage. They had no reveal. Unfucking believable.
It's, yeah. It's a shame. Hard to balance a guy when he says he's like one level and then he's really another.
Yeah, Franz played well. A little too well for the in-houses. Sorry, buddy, but we can't be having that. And they called it.
Maybe they don't call it. What do they do? There we go.
Right.
Some good games this week. I enjoyed those.
Yeah.
Riley, thank you so much for stepping in and covering for
having me.
our errant Plagueguga who couldn't make it.
Did Flax say anything?
No, but I have a feeling that he either was still moving or was knackered or couldn't get his computer on in time, which is something
It's just weird that he didn't say anything.
It's all right. I'm sure he's just super busy and decided to flake out. I can relate to that, gentlemen. Thank you. I shall see you next week, hopefully. I think next Tuesday is. Let's have a look. Hold on. So we're gonna get sport, football, scores and fixtures. Next Tuesday would be semi-final at 8 o'clock. So probably not going to be here next week. But then we're done. We are done with football until next year. So I will be back. And I will be back tomorrow morning playing some Tarkov. So, all right. Cheers, lads. Thanks very much. I will see you next time. Cheers.
Cheers.
Shout out to Cock and Ashford for casting those. And thank you to you guys for watching. And thank you to everyone that took part. A lot of fun as usual. I'll see you guys tomorrow for some Tarkov. Take it easy and peace out.